Free Skaro! Hello, everyone. Welcome to Radio Free Skaro, episode number 988. I am Stephen in Edmonton.
Warren in Vancouver.
And Chris in Edmonton.
And this is coming out, obviously, November 24th. But as we record this right now, it's Saturday, November 23rd, the 61st anniversary of Doctor Who. Just past 10 a.m. local time. So for the first time ever, for those listeners at home and know that my yearly ritual is to watch An Unearthly Child at the exact time, the exact anniversary time of the original broadcast at 10:16 and 20 seconds local time. I'll be pressing play on that live on this podcast that will come out a day later for the rest of you. So it means nothing to you,
live-ish,
but
anyway.
It means everything to me.
You don't get that kind of content just anywhere.
No, you do not, folks. So, and of course, you know what? Because I bought it. I mean, obviously, I have the DVD, and I didn't buy the VHS, but I had it taped off YTV years ago. But like, I bought that on An Unearthly Child episode 1 on iTunes, and like downloaded it on literally all my devices, so I can watch it anywhere on the big day, which I have. I have literally watched it on a plane, in an airport, in a restaurant, in the lobby at Chicago TARDIS. It's been everywhere. I've watched it on the way to the airport. I had Erika, I think, drive us to the airport so that I could watch An Unearthly Child one year when we went off to Chicago TARDIS. And I have to admit, given that it's not on iPlayer now because of the demented son of a Doctor Who writer, I checked and said, I hope it's still there. I hope somehow the BBC didn't get their tendrils into my iPlayer, my iTunes library and take it from me, but it's still there. So
Completely different contracts and licensing agreements, I don't doubt.
Possibly. You never know, though. Sometimes things disappear off digital media, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely they do.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a big weekend obviously for Doctor Who. So we're bringing back Trivia Mr. Fibuli with Erika and Kat coming back, trying to dislodge Chris from his perch as
good luck
reigning champion of this. So that's later on in the podcast. But
I look forward to my impending failure.
Well, we'll get to it when it comes to the quiz, but there are a couple changes
we'll get to that, Warren. Don't worry.
We'll get
no denial there. No reassurances, no denials. Just go forward in all your beliefs and know that you will fail.
I do feel like you've proved to me that you will finish 4th place again.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I will.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. In my own personal timeline, we're 4 minutes away from watching An Unearthly Child, so I'll try not to be too distracted by the news. But let's kick off right away. We use whenever Gallifrey One makes an announcement, we like to lead off with that, and it's a doozy, folks. Phil Collinson has had to pull out of Gallifrey One next February for work reasons, but in his place is the return of Stephen Moffat, folks. Stephen Moffat's coming back to Gallifrey One, yeah.
I was going to say, my first reaction, this is his first time since 2018.
Yeah.
And my first reaction was, how the hell has it been 7 years?
No kidding.
It's been 7 years since Moffat's been to Gallifrey, which means it's been 8 years since his time on Doctor Who ended, apart from his, of course, return to write, different episodes for the new.
And my second thought was Phil Collinson has to go back due to work concerns. Season 3 confirmed? Question mark. or something else. Or
Twiblats has gone completely off the rails, and Phil Collinson has to. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Who knows what it is? But he's had to pull out. So
just a quick side thing about Stephen Moffat. Today being Doctor Who Day on Instagram. Today he posted a few pictures of his highlights of Doctor Who related stuff, one of which was his head in his hands on the couch at the Doctor Who after party from the 50th.
All of them were self-depreciating, yeah. Like, I think all 3 pictures were self-depreciating, but that was the best one.
Well, one was him, very, well, in fan circles anyway, a reasonably famous picture of him as a kid reading a Target novelization.
Right.
Yeah.
And then another one of him, RTD, and Michael Grade from a few years
which is
back.
a great picture.
Which is a great picture. And then, him on the couch at the Doctor Who after party from the 50th, just head in hands.
And John Hurt looking very confused.
Yeah.
I haven't honestly decided what to watch for Doctor Who stuff today. I'm at the tail end of the season 15 Blu-ray set. All I have left is the Graham Williams documentary. So I was going to watch that, but now I think I might have to watch the after party. Just
why would you do that to yourself?
I have not watched that since the day it went out. I can't.
I barely watched it then.
Yeah. Given it actually went out on the 23rd, on Saturday the 23rd, no less. And that's what we have today. This year is Saturday the 23rd.
That's true. Day of the Doctor. That's what I might do.
Yeah.
Day of the Doctor would be good. I was going through Time Hop this morning and came across pictures from the Day of the Doctor screening that Stephen and I were at.
From 11 years ago. 11 years.
11 years ago.
Can you believe that? Yeah, 11 years. Still remember it. That was a big day. It was a big day. That was a big week. It's a big year. Let's face it, 2013.
Might have to watch
that was before
Doctors.
Everything went pear-shaped. Yeah. See, that was the peak of human civilization, actually, 2013.
It kind of was, Yeah, I mean,
Doctor.
Britain celebrated the 2012 Olympics, and then they had Day of the Doctor.
They hadn't done Brexit yet.
Hadn't done Brexit
Our
yet.
new nightmare hadn't descended upon us down a gold staircase.
Yeah, I know. The American Roger Ap-Gwilliam, to tie it into Doctor Who.
That is being unfair to Roger Ap-Gwilliam, a much more charming, and he has better hair, too, guy.
And it's silly hair, though. That's the thing. Anyway,
That's
we're a minute as we speak. This is a minute away from pressing play. So I'm
sorry.
No, that's fine. No, I mean to have a countdown of a minute would be ridiculous. But to be completely honest, I have been rigidly looking at the clock on the top right corner of my computer, screwed right here.
Just think
turgidly, in fact.
Yeah.
Just think you can press that button at the proper time, and deep in England somewhere, Coburn Jr. will be very angry. He won't know why.
It's like, how dare you? How
That's
dare
my name
you
from
watch
now.
this?
Coburn Jr. I know that's not proper, but I don't care.
Yeah,
the kids can call him Koju.
Yeah.
No, they can't, and they won't.
Yeah. Anyway, there's also Chicago TARDIS is next weekend, which is exciting. The schedule has been announced. I am interviewing. Anyway, more on that in like 12 seconds time. All right, kids, because this is like
sure.
The
time count it down. Come on.
The time is happening. It is 10, 9, 8, 7 to Unearthly Child 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's I'm playing it on my TV right now.
Nice.
There it is. 61 years ago. This minute, you can hear it. There we go. I don't know if you can hear it in the background,
perfect.
but anyway.
No copyright strikes.
No copyright strikes. Fade that down at least after
Don't
7
forget.
seconds. Yeah. So that's playing.
That sound brings hope wherever it goes.
It does. So hope to all of you on this wonderful weekend of Doctor Who. Anyway, some big first off, Chicago TARDIS is happening next weekend. I'll be there. I'll be recording from there, probably talking with you two still there at the same time, but I'll be doing interviews again. Joe Martin and Sasha Dewan on the Friday will be a panel that I'm doing, which is awesome. And then I've got Paul McGann and Sonny McGann on the Sunday, and then Sylvester McCoy, Sophie Aldred, Dominic Lynn, and Mark Ayers, whose workload became much more interesting this morning, is literally about to press record, and the news came across the wire that, and this is exciting news for not only Doctor Who fans but for us a little bit here. So, coming December 23rd is the War Games in color, a 90-minute retelling of the final story of the 1960s, colorized and broadcast on iPlayer and BBC4. And here's the exciting thing: we can actually talk about this because Benjamin Cook has actually tweeted it out. And I've seen this as I look at this, so bear with me. This is kind of like breaking news here a little bit. Although he's deleted the tweet now, so I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. But
it was out there publicly.
It was out there publicly, so
it's news now.
It's news now. He's deleted it. You know what? I want to hold back on that. But believe it or not, in some way, shape, or form, we have a tiny hand in the making of this thing that's actually occurring. So. I'll leave it at that. Hopefully, over the course of this, maybe he wasn't allowed to say that, so maybe we'll have to.
Well, we didn't even know till this very minute.
We literally didn't even know that. Yeah. So anyway, this literally was happening as we were about to press record. So bear with us as this news happens. But I tell you what, next week, Mark Ayers and Kieran Hyman are at Chicago TARDIS, and you better damn believe I'm going to be tracking them down for an answer on this. So there.
Don't wait for the translation.
Yeah, your
Answer
thoughts.
me now, yes.
Yeah, your thoughts on colorized. I mean, the trailer's out there now on the release date and all that, and there's some updated visual effects and music score, of course, as well. But your thoughts, gentlemen, on this.
Chris, you want to go first or me?
Sure. I'll go. Warren pointed it out, but there's a shot of a Sidrat flying through space, which is pretty effing cool.
It looks really cool.
Somehow in skimming the blurb about the release, I didn't actually see that it was a 90 minutes thing, but I mean, they had the Daleks, which was 7 episodes, shrunk down to the runtime of 3, and now we've got 10 episodes shrunk down to the runtime of about 3.5. So it'll be curious to see how, what decisions were made as to what to keep and what to not keep. But two big things on that front. Number one, there's precedent, so sure, why not? And number two, I'm sure it's an arduous enough task doing 75 or 90 minutes that there's no way realistically they would do 10 episodes.
Absolutely not.
So I can understand the cut down nature, but as long as it makes sense, and I don't think they'd release it if it didn't. But it's really cool. Some of the stuff on film especially looks gorgeous.
It does.
the color work looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And also I agree with Chris.
Way better than the Daleks, I would say.
Well, the thing about, I was thinking about this, the thing about the Daleks, the original, this still 7 episodes, drag like hell. War Games with 10 episodes does not.
Yeah, I know.
But it's always going to be there, so fine.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of like capture and escape, and there's a lot of
there's stuff you can get rid of, but
Yeah.
it still kind of whips by. The pace is great. I say this as somebody who's an old school fan, so maybe that's different. And I'm glad that there's a 90-minute version, A, for me to watch in the first place, and B, for young people or older people, who cares? People who are new to this, who don't have to sit through 10 episodes. They may not want to. Like, I want to see this just as an experiment, if nothing else. And also, like the work they've put into it looks great. Also, there's a regeneration scene from the second to the third. And I seem to recall a year or two ago, somebody cooked up their own version that was quite good of the second to third. And I wonder if that's being incorporated in this, or if they hired that guy to do it, or, like where what the behind the scenes on that is.
Yeah.
And the little shot toward the end of the trailer of the one Time Lord with the glowing yellow eyes looked kind of mysterious.
Yeah. So I've been doing some checking, and the original tweet was deleted, but it's back up. So we can confirm this. This is pretty cool news, kids. So remember last a few weeks ago, we had original Doctor Who film editor Chris Hayden on the show, and he talked about I had the a work print of the War Games in his office still to this day that he made in late '69 to take over to get jobs in America in 1970. And immediately after that interview ended, I said to Chris Hayden, listen, I think people would be interested in that. And he immediately sent it off. Like within a week, it was in the hands of Peter Crocker on the restoration team. And I was liaising with Toby Haydock a little bit about it to say, like, what do we do here? So Toby Haydock was kind of the go-between between all this. And so Peter Crocker said that on this work print, it's not just a work print. It wasn't a work print, rather. It's the original footage. So what's on there is some pristine quality location film from the first episode, but also the opening title sequences were an immaculate quality, HD quality, much better than the broadcast version. So that is being used on this thing. Radio Free Skaro, folks, on the 61st anniversary of Doctor Who, has helped contribute by talking to a person who actually made the thing.
Finally do something.
Yeah, a tiny bit to the actual lore of Doctor Who. So I'm very much looking for. I've been, this happened a few weeks ago now, but I've been waiting to hear back on when they would use this. I was thinking, I hope they're not going to wait until like the season 6 Blu-ray set comes out in like
Nope.
2029 that we're going to have to keep this under our hats, but it's out there now.
Which, if they did, still would make sense.
It'd still be cool.
Yeah, and it probably will still be in there. But the fact that this material, like, and you know, they have obviously been working on this for a lot longer than, you know, since September. I think we talked to Chris
Clearly,
Hayden. So the fact that they were able to include this at a relatively short notice is pretty cool. So that's awesome.
I mean, the Daleks took about a year, something like that, for colorization and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I'm sure this took a comparable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
One good thing, and I'm sure Warren can speak to this way better than I could, but one good thing when it comes to video work or whatever is just as time goes on, just by the nature of how things are, tools get better or faster or
not necessarily easier, but in some ways yes, in some ways no. Like there's just more you can do, so you do more. Basically, is what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and potentially in a shorter amount of time as well.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but also it takes a deft human hand, not AI.
No, it
that's
does.
true.
But I mean, if you're rendering this or that, I mean, as
yes, as an example, I can render out.
Computers get faster and whatever, then stuff like that goes so much more quickly than in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got like an M1 Max, and that's an older computer now, and it still goes super fast compared to an old Intel. So that's just one example. And I'm sure they've got access to better hardware than I got. So.
And probably more of it if it does anything like parallel.
And you've got more than one person working on this thing too, so there's a lot of that.
Yeah, well, there are 4 people colorizing the Daleks.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
which we had on. We had Rich Tipple, Kieran Hyman on this very podcast, and Benjamin Cook way back when, because he did the re-editing. So, and they hinted then even that there was going to be a follow up to it, and we are all thinking, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? It'll be Daleks or something like that. War games.
No,
I mean,
this is a great choice. I think. Like, and in fact, I think it confirms that whatever the next one will be, it'll be another long one that they're going to cut down, whatever that one is. There's lots to choose from, so who knows? But,
they can colorize the AI versions of Ian Levine's efforts for Master
No, thank
Plan.
you. Please, why do you have to besmirch this wonderful moment with your Ian Levine mentions?
AKA AI animated versions of loose cannon recons from 2004, but
all of them praising Levine inside the text. He's now canon by his own hand.
Yeah. So December 23rd.
Hand cannon.
Yeah. BBC 4 and iPlayer, and presumably on Blu-ray and DVD after that. I'm sure. Listen, kids. I'm sure we'll find a way to watch this. All right. Just telling you right now.
We certainly will. Merry Christmas is all I got to say about that.
Telling you right now, we'll find a way to watch it if we can before it comes out on Blu-ray.
Has there been any announcement about how long Joy to the World is?
Probably 60 minutes, probably.
Probably 60 minutes.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's a safe guess, I think.
Yeah.
So that means we've now more than doubled our new quote unquote new Doctor Who Christmas content.
I know. Yeah, that's going to be a jam-packed episode for our review of Joy to the World, and then also War Games in Color. Should we find a way to watch it in time for Boxing Day, which will be.
There's no point in being coy.
Nope, there isn't. There isn't. But
hey, as you say, it will in time hit Blu-ray. And
it will.
On. I mean,
yeah, we helped. We helped get this done. Damn it! So I think
or added to their workload. One of the two.
That's true. Yeah.
Did you get Daleks in Color, Warren?
I didn't buy it. I have seen it.
Oh, okay.
So let's put it that way.
I've bought it twice. I have it on iTunes and on Blu-ray. So. And I've only seen it once. I've only watched it once.
I actually watched it on the iPlayer. So, nefarious, but semi-nefarious.
Watched it on the iPlayer. Watched it on the Blu-ray for our Terry Nation miniscope. But this is. I think this is an automatic. Not that they all aren't, but this is an automatic purchase when it's available.
Oh, I mean, I buy everything.
Maybe I did buy it on iTunes or something. I don't remember. Like, it's been a year.
Yeah.
So.
It's been a while. So that's exciting. December 23rd, BBC 4 and iPlayer, War Games in Color, 90-minute cut-down version of one of the greatest adventures from the 1960s. So that's cool. Back in our own time, they've released, as promised, as threatened to, on November 9th. There's a whole 10-minute clip of a bunch of season 1 deleted scenes now on the Doctor Who YouTube channel. On the DoctorWho.tv website, there's actually little explanations from Russell T Davies about why these various scenes were cut. I have to say, having watched all of them, all the scenes, a lot of them, kind of wish they were back in there. I thought they added stuff, Some of RTD's notes were like, oh, just get on with it. Cut on for time. Get on with it. I'm thinking, sometimes building suspense is a good thing, and I like that. And I think a couple of these scenes, like there's one where Jinx Monsoon as Maestro comes out of the rooftop piano and is looking for the Doctor and sort of very mysteriously kind of bangs the tuning fork and listens and sort of uses it to and it's it's cool. It's a cool scene.
Mm-hmm.
And they got rid of it.
Oh, well.
Things like
I haven't
that.
watched these deleted scenes yet, but I'm sure I'll probably agree with you. By the way, newsflash, I did in fact buy Daleks in Color. I just checked my Apple TV library and it's in there. So I forgot I bought it.
We've got to the point where we need to check to see if we bought things or not. Yeah.
What a wonderful problem to have.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but now I'm legitimate, as Mr. Hartnell would say.
Yeah. True. So there you go. Have that. And if you want to read along the scripts, they've also released the scripts of the BBC Writers' Room for season 1 as well. I think they had the specials there before. I know that for sure because I referenced the Star Beast one during the live commentary with Rachel Talalay at Gallifrey One this past year. But now season 1 is there as well to celebrate Doctor Who Day. How about that?
I'm gonna print out the Devil's Chord and then I'm going to take a big red pen and cross out the song.
Deleted, excised.
Yep, it's done. There you go.
It's just like you're Sidney Newman-esque nuts on this. And
New deleted scene just dropped.
Yeah. It's the
Or
song
the
at the end.
more environmentally friendly version. Just have your printer conveniently run out of ink just before that scene.
But then I'll get the visceral physical pleasure of taking a big red pen and marking it on the paper.
The song, yeah. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening in regards to gear and tat and events and things. We'll list them off in order here a little bit. So the Doctor Who escape room has been updated and regenerated with the 15th Doctor and Daleks, everyone. Of course, the escape room is happening in the UK, which is where none of us live. None of us live in the UK, so we haven't been able to go to this thing yet. But Doctor Who: A Dalek Awakens playing now, wherever it's happening. It's kind of cool. I've never been in a physical escape room. And
Basingstoke, Birmingham, Cheltenham, London, Norwich, Oxford, Reading.
Wow.
I've been in a couple, and this is a fine template for such a thing.
Yeah. That's cool. I remember one for your birthday. I think your 50th birthday, Warren. We did a virtual one because it was the early days.
Yes,
of
we
COVID.
did because of the pandemic.
Yeah, and that was kind of fun. But I also felt like I'm the out of at best I'm the 4th smartest person in the room. So I did feel like I was kind of like following along. It's like, I don't know what that is, but they seem to got this figured out. And I feel like, hey, Doctor Who stuff. I know about Doctor Who. Maybe I could be the smartest person in the room if I go through it solo.
The key to escape rooms is I went to, and I'm not all that smart when it comes to them either, but I went to one in Ontario for a work thing a few years way before the pandemic back. And halfway through, I realized, oh, wait a minute, this is just Resident Evil. So just apply video game logic to everything and it will get you through it most of the time.
Right.
That kind of makes sense. Yeah. Apparently it's £37 per person.
Takes a lot of work to put on an escape room.
I don't doubt it.
That's about what I paid to see Parliament, and I think I got the better deal, frankly.
Parliament Funkadelic?
Yeah.
No, the actual UK Parliament.
What?
Oh.
I'd pay to see the Parliament Funkadelic, especially during their iconic 1977 tour.
In the UK Parliament.
No, they did not. No, they were in Houston. There's a great bootleg concert of them in Houston.
I'm just saying it'd be kind of cool if they were.
So awesome.
Time travel doesn't actually exist, Stephen. I'm sorry.
It's so awesome. Well, I tell you what, you watch that concert, this brilliant Afrofuture, there's a big Dr. Funkenstein lands in this UFO at the beginning of this concert, and it's the best thing you've ever seen. Seriously,
here's
search it out. Parliament Funkadelic, 1977.
Here's your chronic hysteresis paradox, Stephen.
Right.
Time travel is invented, but you have to use it to save missing episode. You can't go see Parliament Funkadelic Funkadelic. What do you do?
Oh, that's all right. I got the YouTube video. It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not much of a dilemma then, I guess.
I'll be all right. But it would be cool. It would be cool to see. Anyway.
Is the whole thing on YouTube? Because I see like clips from it.
There's clips. You know what? There's one of Houston. There's one of I think Atlanta at the Omni. I think, but the whole concert is there somewhere. I have it. I've watched it many times. You know, ain't nothing but a party, y'all. It's great stuff. It's wonderful. Where is our Dr. Funkenstein Doctor Who crossover? Damn it. None of this friendship is universal nonsense with new Star Trek. What about Dr. Funkenstein and Doctor Who together at last?
The audience for that is you.
Me, yes.
I mean, I would watch it too, to be fair.
What's wrong with it? Damn it. We have a black doctor, man. Let's lean into the funk. We imagine that? Oh, some of the costumes George Clinton wore in those concerts. Man.
Just speaking from a raw business standpoint,
right.
Doctor Who and Star Trek commiserating is probably better business than random 70s stuff that nobody but us weirdos cares about.
I know. Just that finally Doctor Who itself, the show, has caught up with Dr. Funkenstein from 1977. You know, I can't imagine Tom Baker and Dr. Funkenstein teaming up, you know.
Well, I can imagine over John Pertwee.
Yeah.
Was this December 19th, 1977 Houston?
Could be that one, yeah.
Because there's when I searched Parliament Funkadelic 1977 on YouTube, there's like a Houston thing from 77, a Houston thing from 76.
That's probably it.
Another Houston thing from 77. So
there's also another one from
one of those.
Passaic, New Jersey, I think, which is in, anyway, that's a whole other podcast. But, yeah, anyway, Dr. Funkenstein, love me.
Stay tuned for our Parliament Funkadelic podcast after your regular scheduled RFS.
I love lots of culture from the 1970s, but man, the funk music disco scene was, I mean,
I completely agree. I also enjoy many 70s things.
Just so good. It's just so good.
As Steve Harvey, who can be problematic in some ways, has once said in, I believe it was The Kings of Comedy, man, if you don't feel that in your gut, what's wrong with you?
Right.
He's absolutely right about that.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So let's make the 61st anniversary of Doctor Who the funk anniversary.
Funkiversary, if you will.
Funkiversary. We want the funk. Got to have that funk.
Doom, 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 doom.
There it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, never. Go on.
And I never heard of Parliament until the seminal 1994 film PCU.
I don't know what that is.
Why do you have to ruin everything, Chris?
Why do you have to? Come on, man. We're having a good time here. I don't even know what that is, PCU. What is that? It's
a college comedy movie.
Oh.
About politically correct university. I bet you that'll go over like a lead balloon in the year of our Lord 2024.
Yeah. When age
that is what it stands for.
Age as well as Dr.
Great.
Funkenstein.
Wonderful.
Anyway, status report on an unearthly child. Ian has just touched the controls and been shot by Doctor Who is a jerk. There's some deals happening, some official deals, by the way, as outlined by the official Doctor Who website. Big Finish is giving you a free full cast audio drama, Doctor Who and the Five Companions, with Peter Davison and Five Companions. I won't spoil which ones are there, even though they're all on the cover. You can download for free if you get the Big Finish newsletter, which I got today. You could download it from there too, but it's also in the links in the show notes. Dalek Awakens, we already mentioned that. The speaking of crossovers between Doctor Who and Star Trek, friendship is universal. That the little game, the mobile game, the Doctor Who Lost in Time crossover with Lower Decks, which was originally just literally for 2 weeks around Comic-Con. Well, it's back. It's back now. You can play that from
temporarily.
From the 28th until December 2nd. So next week, while I'm at Chicago TARDIS, I guarantee you I'll probably will not be playing that. The wonderful book, Pulled to Open by Paul Hayes. There's an audiobook version. You can listen to the first 10 minutes of the audio release, as read by Christopher Naylor. That is also there in the post, and also from the USA and Canada, the BBC shop. Well, you can get big discounts, 25% off full price on selected Doctor Who merchandise, and DVDs are also available. Buy one, get one, 50% off. I can tell you this, though. What's not in there is the Sylvester McCoy Season 25 box set. Still not available for pre-order.
Also a 50% chance you'll actually get it, so there's that.
Or a 200% chance you'll get it. Either way, it's
possibly yes. Yeah. Yes, you're really rolling the dice on this one.
Yeah,
there is precedent for the 200%. Yep.
Yeah,
which is sitting in just a few feet from me, actually.
The TARDIS is taking off now. What a sequence. What a damn sequence is in An Unearthly Child 61 years ago, this very second. People were watching
I don't remember.
this.
Do they have the title sequence in there too as they did in the pilot or no?
It's similar footage. It's similar. It's the same footage. The footage that we saw in the pilot that we talked over last week on this very podcast is the same film footage, but you can probably hear it in the background a little bit. I've turned it up, and there they are. Landing on some strange, mysterious planet, which, of course, is just Earth 100,000 years in the past.
Oh, is that all?
That's all it is. Other stuff as we go through the Christmas buying guide, it seems like this in time for Black Friday. 15th Doctor Build-A-Bear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. With
$115 Canadian.
They aren't cheap.
All?
They aren't cheap.
And can you even get this particular bear in a Canadian Build-A-Bear?
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Well, you can order it online at the very least.
Yeah.
Like Canadian stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes with a little plush sonic screwdriver, which is just the cutest thing ever.
Little plush screwdriver, yep. He's in his what's become his iconic 15th Doctor costume with the multicolored shirt and the shoes that you have, Warren, and the long coat and it's
the long coat. Yeah, I'm just looking at the dolly right now, which is the orange shirt, but
yeah. It comes in a little box. My TARDIS was kind of dented when I got my 12th Doctor one with his guitar. So we'll see if I'm not ordering this because one Build-A-Bear is enough. One Build-A-Bear is enough, especially $115 Canadian. So
such restraint.
Yeah,
and he's got two hearts as well.
Yeah.
Well, of course he does.
One slightly bigger than the other, Grinch style.
Yeah, directed by Waris Hussein. That just came up there. So happy Doctor Who Day! You experienced that with me having it on the background. Which, let's face it,
that went by awful quick. Faffing about is really
25
efficient.
minutes. Yeah, that's how 23 minutes and 19 seconds goes by, kids. In this universe, we got through like 3 news items. Yeah. Anyway, Build-A-Bear.
That's interesting.
What's that?
So you can choose to have the Build-A-Bear sent stuffed and dressed. Or not dressed, you can put the stuff on yourself when you get it.
I like
or
that.
Unstuffed, you can take it to a store and get it stuffed in the store. You don't
Probably
pay
for an
any
extra cost.
You don't pay any less. But yeah, you can get it unstuffed and stuff it in the store. Apparently,
I guess there's a ritual to that then. In a way,
maybe.
I guess.
Maybe. Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Are there?
We're not part of Build-A-Bear fandom, so we don't know.
No, I know. I mean, like it's a natural, like like loading up a 2-inch tape machine or something. Like you go to the store and stuff your bear.
Now that is grafting our own fandom onto something.
Just throwing that right to Warren just to make sure he's paying attention to me.
Good old red meat.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna watch that, react to that. But yeah, so $115 for 15th Doctor. Build-A-Bear. For all those that want it. Now, here's one that's been caught. This is possibly one of the greatest generation divides in Doctor Who history.
Certainly with Chris.
Casio and Doctor Who have teamed up to release a vintage-looking watch. In time for Joy to the World, which a lot of people who are older, aka us, but not really down with the use, were going, "What is this about?" But apparently, Warren, you're telling me that the young people of today like old tech. Is that right?
I'm no messenger for the Utes by any means.
No.
But from what I gather, they seem to like and I can see why if you grew up surrounded by the internet, maybe you would want to go back to a simpler time that you didn't exist in. Like we keep blabbing on about the damn 70s. Like how are we really any different?
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. It's unexpected. It's interesting.
I mean, I love my Apple Watch, but I can see somebody just wanting
weird.
a normal watch that just tells you the time and that's it. That's fine. That's a perfectly acceptable thing to do. And if the kids are down with it, and if it keeps Doctor Who current, then great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that old timey digital font is just like there's something special about that, It's just like I
mean, it's not as good as the 70s unreadable digital font.
No, that's
when
true.
You get every spaceship, like in Space 1999 and what have you. But
yeah, but single function objects. There's something to be said about that.
That's what this is appealing to, and apparently some of the youth of today like this kind of stuff, and they're dirt cheap watches too. I think I don't know if this one in particular is, but you can get them on Amazon for like I don't know $60 or something.
Oh, you're paying more for that. You're paying £60 for this
£60.
sucker. Yeah,
yeah. Well, yeah, that's because it's got that Doctor Who sweetness added to it. But.
Yeah. Well, it comes with a little pin, which is pretty cool, and a Doctor Who box. So
now, does the guest character in the Christmas special wear one or something? What's the tie-in to Doctor Who other than Doctor Who deciding there's a tie-in?
I don't think she's wearing one because you would think that
the era.
Yeah, I don't know.
something.
Who knows? It travels. I mean, it's a time traveling hotel, as said by Stephen Moffat last week.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be anything. It's just a fun gold watch.
You're just inviting speculation, Warren, and we all know what happens when we speculate.
Yeah.
What happens when we speculate?
You make a spec out of you and late. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Who wants to? I made a real speck of myself.
You sure did. So anyway, links in the show notes if you want to get that limited edition gift package, a Casio one. It's just rare for Doctor Who and a brand to have
that's true.
An actual physical tie-in product. Like not since like Sky Rays of 1967. It just feels odd.
Not that I have any idea at this point in time, but imagine if it was set in if Joy to the World was set in the mid 80s, and instead of this, we had a partnership with Swatch.
That's true.
Which is still around, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or if it was in Canada, would everyone would be wearing like sun ice jackets and stuff like that? Remember sun ice?
Actually, I can tell you what Swatch is still around because there's a Swatch store in the airport in Stockholm because I saw it. I walked by it as I was there.
Yeah, there's Swatches. There's still Swatch around, yeah. But it wasn't as hip. Swatch was a hip brand back in the mid 80s,
Yeah, from much like Hypercolor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything has its time.
Exactly.
I mean, I did have a Swatch watch back in the day, so.
Me too, I think, maybe. Anyway.
Purple.
I don't think I did.
I had a Casio, much like that one, so maybe I'll get it just out of pure nostalgia. Let's talk about some action dollies. How about a couple new sets of those have been coming out. Friends and Foes of the Doctor, which includes a Cyberman from the Pandora opens with a big old gun, and also a clockwork droid. Those are the foes, and then a River Song doll.
That's a good song dolly, I think.
It looks really
the
good.
highlight of the thing.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, the Cyberman is from Good Man Goes to War, the heavy weapons Cyberman, so to speak, and the Alex Kingston one is from Alex Kingston one. It's a River Song one is from Pandorica Opens with the black, so almost like the Away Mission Wharf one.
And a ponytail, which is good because I have the original, which has her in the big white coat and big hair, which is fine. But I like that we have options now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just imagine, Warren, if they had ER action dollies.
Why would I get those? Why do I want a George Clooney dolly?
Because you could buy other Alex Kingston ones and mix and match with the Doctor Who ones.
That sounds like a lot of work that I don't want to do, so I won't.
I think it'd be kind of fun.
Not a lot of work when they don't exist, thankfully.
Oh, well, hopefully
That's
not.
true.
I bet you, it'd be fun actually. Just as a side note, in action dollies, to actually like assemble a cast of a TV show or movie made up entirely of action figures of the actors that played them, but from other movies. So like you could
that should be relatively easy to do with Doctor Who figures, given that there's only so many actors in England. So you could have like a Broadchurch one, or like
Warren. He wants a Sandbaggers set.
I don't think.
Yes,
No,
that's
I don't.
fair.
No. I'm just thinking like if you had like I don't know about you could have an Alex Kingston one, and then there's your there, and then I don't know who else is in ER, but George Clooney, you can get your Batman from Batman and Robin, and there's your representation from there.
Could you have like an Our Friends on the North set where you have Christopher Eccleston with long hair?
You could get a Ninth Doctor one. You could get a David Bradley one. You could get a James Bond action figure. I'm pretty sure they have one of those because Daniel Craig's in that.
Oh no, you just need Timothy Dalton in the Gallifreyan robes. There's your James Bond.
I've got him.
No,
There you go.
no, you need actual Daniel Craig. We're not looking for characters. We're looking for actors to be in the
I
set.
see.
Our friends in the
Also,
North
you need a
gift
hospital
set.
play set of some sort.
That'd be easy. You could probably get that anywhere. Probably, right? There's lots of Fisher Price hospital playset. There's like put one of those out like twice a year or something like that. I want the old one with the little wooden people. Anyway, this sounds like a fluid link, but it's not.
Going back to the action dollies, this what do they call it? Imperial Guard Dalek. Dalek's cool. I like it.
I love the black. Yeah, the black one
That looks
bronze.
really nice.
That is sharp. I do have to. Where's that
Yeah,
from?
it's
What
a
story is that
lovely
from?
Contrast.
What story is that from? Is that from?
I
know, I'm reading that
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember it. Is it just a toy exclusive? Is it a non-canonical Dalek?
It does look cool though.
Yeah,
Maybe because the blurb says the Clockwork Droid, for example, is like never before released figure.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe they take some.
Yeah, I don't remember if there's a gold. I mean, there probably is, but in that particular episode. But
that is really sharp. Very.
I don't know where that guy would be from. Maybe he's from a Big Finish. Like there's a purple Dalek in Big Finish.
Like, the blurb says it's from Parting of the Ways, but
I don't
Yeah.
remember
For
that.
some reason, don't specifically remember the black
No, I
and bronze
don't.
Dalek
Well, we
from
better
that.
watch that more closely then, I guess. Cause
It's Doctor Who Day, so if you need an excuse, there it
very
is.
true. Maybe it'll be a trivia question coming up later on in this episode.
Maybe
it won't.
I have an absolute need to watch Eccleston and Billy Piper kiss.
That's true. Maybe you do.
Yeah, yesterday I was going through Redbubble
Mhm.
because Kat and I often buy new shirts around this time of year for Galley, and there were several shirts featuring like just hand-drawn animated style whatever 10th Doctor and Rose kissing, and there was a sensitive content warning on the site
Okay.
that I had to agree to be able to actually
Oh my
see these
God.
designs.
Come on.
And
Come
I'm like, they're
on.
just kissing. It's not like they're, something more.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Wow.
it surprised me.
Well, what else we got here? A little bit left in our news before we dip into to fun times with trivia, Mr. Fibuli. Speaking of Daleks, Galaxy Ultimate Guide is now out. Doctor Who magazine bookazine thing. Gav Rymel's written a whole bunch of stuff in there. It was always great stuff. The standard. I shouldn't say standard fare because there's lots of great stuff in these bookazines that are separate to your Doctor Who magazine subscription, but worth every penny. They're really well made, and they have some preview images there of all that's in it. 224 pages stacked of stuff. There's even action dollies in there too, so which is pretty cool, or at least figurine collector stuff. So anyway, links in the show notes if you want to get your hands on that. And big finish, finally the 60th anniversary has wrapped up with the Once and Future Coda. The final act is out now. That came out on November 22nd. It features, of course, Joe Martin's debut in audio form as Doctor Who, along with Jonathan Carley, Elisa Bowerman, and Avord. And Avord is in this, so
Because why not?
why
And Joe
not?
Martin's got kind of a "come get me" expression on her
Yeah.
face, like I'm going to kick everybody's butt. It's only $15, $15.75 Canadian, so I'm probably going to snag this.
Yeah, it's an hour long coda. It's a special, so it's sort of a lead in, a coda to the 60th, but also a lead in to Joe Martin's time in Doctor Who on Big Finish, which happens next year.
Looks like there's some form of giant, possibly space-based sailing ship.
Ooh, like Enlightenment, perhaps,
Yeah.
or something new.
Everything must call back to something.
Everything in our minds, we only have that connection. So that's out there from Big Finish. All right, that is it for the news. It's time to play
Trivia, Mr. Fibuli. Trivia. Trivia, Mr. Fibuli. Trivia.
It's a Trivial Pursuit question. I used to memorize Trivial Pursuit questions so I could win.
Trivia, Mr. Fibuli. Trivia.
I've got to tell you, I won't be needing you in my quiz team.
Trivia, Mr. Fibuli. Trivia.
I can't believe our lives depend on some stupid pub quiz.
That's right. It's the return of Trivia Mr. Fibuli, or as some people want to call it, as Google wants to call it, Trivia Mr. Fibuli. It's wrong, of course. Joining Chris and Warren in this semi-regular beatdown in trivia is we've looped in, of course, our significant others, Chris and I. Hello, Erika. Welcome back to Doctor Who Trivia Mr. Fibuli.
Welcome back. Yes, I am the reason that you know how the Google robot mispronounces it, because I had it in my calendar when I went to bed last night and told the robot good night.
You did?
And said, you have, 2 things tomorrow, and it is Trivia Mr. Fibuli. Nice.
Why doesn't it know? Why doesn't it know the names of fictitious characters?
Yeah.
I don't understand. And Kat, welcome back to Trivia Mr. Fibuli.
Thank you. Maybe Google's been saying it right all this time, and we've been saying it wrong.
Just
That's
like
true.
Metabolus.
How did Bruce Purchase how did he pronounce it back in the day? Was he corrected by director Pennant Roberts? No, it's Mr. Fibuli. Purchase said no. Bruce Purchase played the captain. That could be a question in this. Who knows? Anyway, listeners of previous versions of this game show know that we go through the 2013 or 2014 Doctor Who, the official quiz book, as written by Jacqueline Rayner, which covers questions all the way up until, I think, Day of the Doctor,
End
I
of
think.
Matt Smith, you said, I think.
Just
right?
before, end of Matt Smith, and so Peter Capaldi has been announced, but none of his episodes are in. So Not that we've had a Peter Capaldi question yet in this question. So we're doing it slightly different.
Exist?
It don't exist yet, exactly. We're doing it slightly different this year, this time round.
What I was not told.
Well, is that in past rounds we've done 10 rounds of questions, which was too much.
That was a lot.
And often would coincide with heat waves, so it'd be stuck in hot rooms for an hour and a half. Now it's snowing outside, so we don't have to worry about that. Also, in the book itself, there are 3 categories: easy, medium, and hard questions. We've just been giving 1 point to each question. Now, this time around, it's 1 point for easy questions, 2 points for medium, 3 points.
Oh, I love this
for hard.
Especially since so often it's like the easy one's super difficult and the medium one, oh, that's really hard.
It could be random. So
I love it.
Yep. So there we go. Those are the stakes right there. There's no trophy for this or wagering.
No wagering.
No wagering.
Try to stop me.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. My bet's in with the bookie already. So.
Bet365.com is not sponsoring this. Anyway, is everyone ready? Is everyone ready for the first round of Trivia, Mr. Fibuli?
Ready as I'm going to be. Ready to lose.
Exactly. Yes. High five, Warren.
Is this the first one we've done since like New Year's last year?
Was it New Year's last year? Is RFest 939? It was probably the one
between Christmas and New Year's.
It's right. Yeah, it was all in person.
Warren was in town.
Warren's in town for the first time ever. Yeah, it was. Yeah, this is the first time. So look at that. Almost a year since their last one. So yeah, special occasions. That's what this is for. So, all right, here we go. Here, the first category in round 1 here is under the pre-title sequence chapter in the book. Name that story. So identify the following stories from their initials. Example, WG. Would be
Warrior's Gate.
Warrior's Gate, exactly. That's the example. So
War Games.
No,
that's one word.
TWG would be the War Games, you see. So anyway, random.org has
son of a
has
wow.
Determined
Pot and kettle.
Yeah, random.org has determined the order of this. So Chris, you are going first. Here is yours. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm going. What's the overall order?
It's Chris, Erika, Warren, Kat.
Okay.
Is that all right? Does that affect you? What you're going to choose as your answer, or is that
completely?
Okay. Yeah. I don't think you can block. You can't block someone who's coming after you. There's no like strategic voting here or anything like that.
No, but I can phone a friend.
You cannot phone a friend. You have no friends.
No, because the friend would be me, and I'm playing too.
Exactly. Kat, do not answer. If you get a phone call, Kat, do not pick up during the course of this trivia.
We're in the same room, you idiot.
Yeah. My phone is closer to her than it is to me anyway.
I know.
The call is coming from inside the room.
If I'm going to phone a friend, I'm going to phone somebody who knows the answer.
Just answer the question.
Rapidly losing friends.
That is
and spouses.
The key to a successful marriage. Chris, here is your question. Identify the following story from these initials. COM.
Color of money. No.
Could be
COM.
Money. Yeah. COM.
And this could be anything, right? Old or new up to the end of
up to the end of Matt Smith. Yeah. It would not be a Peter Capaldi episode, or indeed a Jodie Whittaker episode either.
And there's no hints given, hey?
No hints. COM. But it is unique. There are no multiple. Like, this is unique to this story. Yeah.
Curse of Meladon, obviously.
Yeah.
The Cutters of Mars. No.
COM.
Cat's bouncing beside me. I'm assuming.
Cat is good. Well, phone a friend. Don't phone. Don't pick up, Cat. Whatever you do, don't pick up.
COM.
No hints will be given, Chris. You are a 3-time defending champion on this.
Children of Men. No, that's a movie.
That's a movie.
Oh, such a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's a comedy, I think.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's such a funny film.
Uplifting.
Just like that Laugh Fest V for Vendetta.
Very fun movie. COM, Chris, going to need an answer here.
Yeah.
Anytime. No?
My brain's drawing a blank. Sorry.
All right.
Performance anxiety from having to go first, I'm sure.
Oh.
What is it, Kat?
Carnival of Monsters.
It is Carnival.
Is
Carnival.
No clue.
It's not the Carnival, is it? It's
exactly. Just Carnival of Monsters.
Wow.
Yep. Chris, you lose.
All right, I'll go home.
Erika.
Yeah, you're done.
Are you ready for yours?
Clearly I'm not, because I should have known Carnival of Monsters, and I absolutely did not.
That's why we're here. It's all right. There's no trophies. There's no trophies.
You're not a Pertwee booster.
I kind of am now.
Yeah, I kind
Things
of
have changed.
You've come around? Oh,
a little bit, yeah.
Bless.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not, but go for it
Here
anyway.
you go. Erica,
Uh-huh.
identify the following story from these initials. CB.
CB.
It's not me.
Yeah.
Space babies. No.
In the original Welsh.
CB. I was hoping for something with an O in the middle because I really like those ofs.
I know. It's tricky, isn't it?
It's funny. Yesterday I was thinking, wow, that's right. We're doing trivia tomorrow. And this is really bad timing because for some reason the past 2 weeks I've had such trouble remembering words, like words that I know. And usually because I have a fairly big vocabulary, I can just think of other words to mean the same thing.
Gotcha.
That doesn't work for a CM.
No.
Doctor
Agent
Who.
Dystaphasia.
Yeah, it like for some reason it just like went into overdrive for the past couple of weeks. So I could just keep blabbering,
Right.
and I still don't think I would end up on it. I'm going to guess
Okay.
that it's a new series title with just two words, but I don't know what it is.
No.
Anybody else? Somebody help me.
No, I have no clue.
Yeah,
No, I
don't
will
know
not
either.
help you.
It's Cold Blood.
No.
It's Cold Blood.
What?
Oh,
Cold Blood.
Okay.
CM?
Yeah, Cold Blood. That was the CB.
Oh. Well, I was trying to think of the wrong letters the entire
'Cause
time.
You had Carnival of Monsters
So was
still
I,
probably in
actually.
your...
I guess I did.
Yeah.
Are you
That's
sure you
really
didn't
not
say
gonna
M at one point? Because I
know, I said
repeated it back
CB.
and I said
said
CM.
I said CB.
And you didn't.
CB.
You didn't correct me.
I was
going to
even use the Charlie Bravo. The
I wish you would have.
phonetic.
Please, from now on, please use the international
phonetic alphabet.
phonetic alphabet,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Well, Warren, here's yours. Are you
Oh,
ready?
great. Wonderful.
Identify
No.
the following story. We're doing great so far. Identify the following story from these initials. Hotel November. HN. HN.
That is actually helpful because the N versus the M is sometimes hard
Right.
to hear.
Unless, of course,
Well,
like
it's
that.
not
leaf-
heaven sent or hell bent,
Unless,
obviously.
unless the phonetic alphabet is actually one of the names.
That
of the
would be
thing.
awesome.
Yeah. Which I will be careful to avoid.
Mhm.
What is going
Houthi
on?
nonagenarians.
Would watch.
Well, HON obviously would be.
HN. Probably a new one, but I can't think of what it is.
We're on the easy round. I want to point that out.
Sure we are. Yeah.
I don't know if these are necessarily easy or
I
hard.
know, right? I know.
Because they're all the same, really.
They are all the same.
And I mean,
I have no
the
idea.
more-
I could sit here and mumble, but I have no clue.
The more letters you have in the title, the more distinct and the easier the answer
Yes.
is going to be as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's true. Warren, the answer is human nature.
Sure.
Human nature.
Wow.
So there you go.
It is
Kat-
human nature to hate these questions.
Yep. Kat, it's time for yours. Identify the following story from these initials. DOTM. DOTM.
oh, I know that one.
Oh,
Apparently Chris knows it.
what's the first word? What's the first word?
What is the first word?
It's not the.
No.
DOTM, right?
DOTM.
You
Yeah.
didn't do the phonetic alphabet one.
No, I didn't, because I realized that Delta is the first.
Oh, right.
That might be like
Delta and the Bannerman.
it could be that at
could
some
show up.
point.
For
So
the one instance where
Yeah.
that probably applies.
yeah.
I don't know what the first word is. It's of the moon. Isn't it? Of the moon. Is it death or day?
The eternal question.
The eternal question.
Death or day, death or
Yeah.
day. Day of the moon?
Day of the Moon is correct. Kat
Nice.
is on the board and in
Good
the
pull.
lead.
Hooray.
The moon died in a different story.
It did. It did. All right, round two. This is worth 2 points now.
I don't feel so bad at missing mine since
Right?
three
I
of the
know.
4 were missed.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and those are the easy ones.
My brain just doesn't work this way.
according to
I
Jacqueline
just feel
Rayner
bad
in
generally
2013.
about this entire contest. So there's that.
That's right, Warren. All right, Chris, you ready for yours?
Warren's
Here
going
it
to
is.
win this one. Watch.
Here it is. Identify the following story from these initials, Chris. COD. COD.
Call of Duty.
Cash on delivery.
The
Cash on
crossover
delivery.
you absolutely did not ask for.
The Spinal Tap song specifically, Cash on Delivery.
That's true.
Somebody probably asked for that crossover.
Earlier in this episode, we asked for a Parliament Funkadelic Doctor Who crossover. So,
well, I don't know what this wee business is. It was you.
It was the royal we, I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to manifest this. Yeah, I'm trying to manifest this. Not helping. Apparently, it's not helping Chris think of the answer to this either. So.
Yeah, but it's a podcast, so we have to blabber.
That's true.
Exactly. Can't have dead air.
Uh-huh.
COD, you said.
COD.
So, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The O of?
I'm not going to give you a hint. I'll be literally giving you.
I will tell you that the word
answer.
"of" does indeed start with the letter O. That's my help.
That is true. Yeah. Charlie Oscar Delta, if that helps you at all. But
no.
I will need an answer here, Chris. Otherwise, we will be here until the 62nd anniversary of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No, it's eluding me.
City of Death. COD.
I was wondering if that was if it's the City of Death and then COD referred to something else. So I faked myself out, but
I love
that's going to be a common theme, I expect.
It might be. I love being hosted. This is not a contestant.
This is why I host trivia show.
Betcha. This is where I get back at you. Are you ready, Erika? Here's yours.
I haven't made you play in years.
That's true. Identify the following story from these initials. NIS.
NCIS?
NIS. No C. NIS.
9 in space. That's basically all of Series 1. Or
no,
a lot of it.
Actually, very.
That's
the
right.
exact
Right.
opposite of
9-inch snails.
Never interfere, Stephen.
That's a big Finnish title that does not come here.
See, what I like about things like this is there's probably people out there listening to this after the fact and just screaming.
They know it.
Absolutely.
Into the ether what the answer is.
Yep, absolutely.
I feel like the I probably is in, but that's not necessarily getting me any closer to what the story would be.
Right. Not all questions are going to be like this. I want you to know that.
The lack of help.
No, some will be worse.
Yeah, it's true. I don't even have a guess. I don't want to waste any more time.
It's everyone's favorite, Nightmare in Silver.
Well, I got the in right.
You did get the in right. You did get that in right. Correct. All right. Warren.
Yes,
Are you ready?
Yes.
Identify the following story from these initials. DOAS. That's multiple DOAs. DOAS.
Day of the Serpent. The Grand Serpent. We've all conveniently forgotten about.
That's true.
Sorry, is it DOTS?
DOAS.
DOAS.
Yeah. Think of Dead on Arrival and then plural.
Death on a stick.
Yes.
Yeah. Death on a stick.
DOAS.
DOAS.
Destiny of a Silurian. I have no clue.
Ooh, that's a good title.
It's a story title.
I think Kat knows it.
What is it? What do you got, Kat?
Well, I'm gonna let Warren guess.
No, I'm done.
Warren's
Please
failed.
go for
Warren's
it.
failed.
He failed.
Okay,
Forget it, I failed once
dinosaurs
again.
on a spaceship?
Correct.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
it is. Said
I guess I'm just
within
not
the
a good enough
actual-
fan.
You're a terrible fan. You're not a true fan, Warren. You're not a true fan.
Not a real fan.
This isn't a trivia contest. It's a gatekeeping competition so far.
Well, I lose. There we go.
Kat, for 2 points, identify the following story from these initials. TIP.
Tipping.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
No, it's not identify the Doctor Who
stunt
stunt
actor?
performer. No, that's a different
Stunt
category.
ranger, I believe.
Yeah. Delayed tipping.
TIP. Tiny Invisible Person.
Ooh. Sounds like a good children's show.
Yeah, I would watch that.
That's just this guy's describe the plot of Flatline. No.
TIP.
TIP.
TIP. I don't know. Trees in Paris.
Trees and
I was going to say
I'm just gonna-
pterodactyls in Paris.
Yeah.
Just make up like better stories.
Yeah.
It's like Emily in Paris, but different.
Oh God.
They're wackier.
Yeah.
Pterodactyls in Paris.
TIP.
I would watch that.
Drop
I
some
don't know.
points.
I don't know.
The Impossible
Planet?
Correct.
I did not get it until you said the.
Yeah. and then it was then the restaurant itself.
I don't know why, but that's true. That is
I gotta
exactly
say,
what
there's
happened.
nothing more fun than a bunch of people not knowing a damn thing.
I know, right? We're having a great time. We're having a great time
Well,
here.
you're having a great time as per usual.
Absolutely.
This allows
here
the
now?
listeners
One-
to feel smart.
Yeah.
1 for 8.
1 for 8 so far. Yep, correct.
Yeah.
Kat is the only one with a point. And it happened in the first round. She has 1 point. So here we are, the hard round. Here we
Give me the
go.
hard one.
Here it is, Chris.
I'm not afraid.
Identify the following story from these initials. TUM.
The Underwater Menace.
That was the hard one, kids. That
Wow.
was the hard
that's,
one.
That's the whole point. Is
Yep.
I don't think that these are necessarily.
It
easy
seems
or
just
hard.
as hard to me. I don't get it.
All right,
Yeah, I wouldn't have
Erika.
either.
Yes.
Here's yours. Identify the following stories from the story from these initials. TEOT.
The end of time.
Bing. Bing.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, there's 2 parts to that.
There is, and
the
it's part.
final titles both have part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But according to the book, and I kind of agree with that. It's better to just loop all that into one, so therefore you don't have to watch 2
Better
of
not
your
to
least
speak
favorite
of it in
stories
general,
of all time.
but
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
okay,
Look at that.
I lodge a complaint on that.
Oh, sure.
Why has the BBC taken that and cut it down to like 10 minutes?
Ooh.
Warren.
There's not 10 minutes of usable material.
I made it black and white
Exactly. You'd have to get
with an
AI
all-new
to-
regeneration.
Yeah, you'd have to have AI to fill in all the gaps. Warren, are you ready for yours? Identify
No.
the following story from these initials. TUATW.
Oh, Twice Upon a Time. Wait a minute, W?
TUATW. And I once again remind you that this is made in 2013, a full 4
right.
years
Okay,
before
yeah,
Twice Upon a Time was
TUATW.
broadcast
TUATW.
or conceived or shot.
I hate this so much.
I know you do. That's why we do it.
No, it sucks. TUATW.
I know it.
I don't.
Bravo. Here's a cookie. I don't. I have no clue, and I'm happy to lose this thing with 0 points, frankly. I'm just going to cruise through this. Let's make this go fast.
The Widow in the Wardrobe.
No. The Unicorn and the Wasp.
Unicorn. Oh, that's too many W's in mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way to go, smart guy.
The Widow in the Wardrobe is also not an episode title, Chris.
There you go.
All right. Last one of the round, Kat. Are you ready? Identify the following story from these initials. TOTA.
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 Almost a total.
Yeah. It's the plural of total.
TOTA.
TOTA.
The something.
Mm-hmm.
TOTA.
TOTA.
O. What's the O?
It's the
I know what an O is. Thank you.
15th letter of the alphabet.
Yeah, thanks. Bravo on knowing that it's the 15th that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's impressive.
The
Mm-hmm.
the orange tangerines arrive.
The orange
Again, would watch.
tangerines arrive. Close, but not actually at all.
Is it-
Terror
Oh.
of
Of the Autons.
Of the Autons.
I was like, Time of the Angels? Is
Time
that a
of
thing?
the Angels. You know what?
Wrong era, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time of the Angels. And, is that a thing?
No, it's
No,
not.
it isn't, but it sounds like it would
It
be,
sounds
wouldn't
like
it?
it should
Yeah,
be,
it
yeah.
should be.
I would have got it wrong.
I know. All right. That is that for that. So at the end of round 1, Chris and Erika both have 3 points. Kat has 1. Warren has none. But remember, Warren, the last round is worth 3, so you might do better or worse. You don't lose points, is what I mean to say.
I've ceased to care. If I get into the 0, I'm happy.
Well done.
don't lose points.
You don't
Get
lose
on with
points.
it. That's my mantra with this stupid stuff.
G-O.
O-W-I. Something
Warren
you
is
see
so
in there
happy.
somewhere.
All right, round 2. Round 2 is what's in a name. All right. For instance, as an example, which companion's name is an anagram of TARDIS? First of all, that's a little bit
Sidetrack.
Astrid.
Astrid would be would be
Is
quite
she a
the one-off.
companion?
Well, according to the purposes of this example,
Yeah, according
yes.
to the purposes of that time of the, end of time is one.
That's
one
true.
part.
Yep. So think about that, Chris. Here we go. What's in a name? Easy category. What is Ace's real first name?
Dorothy.
Dorothy is correct. Erika.
Uh-huh.
What is Dodo's real first name?
Dorothea.
Dorothea is correct. Warren.
Oh, God. Yes.
What surname does Susan adopt during her time at Coal Hill School?
Oh, Foreman.
Foreman is correct. You may spell
There's
that
1
with
point.
or
There we
without
go.
the E. Yep. If you're making remembrance to the Daleks. Kat, what is Turlough's first name?
This is your wheelhouse.
Yep. I know.
That's
Why do I know this?
Why do you know this?
why do I
actually
not know this?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
I surprisingly
Maybe I
know this.
stole it from Kat's brain.
Novelizations. That's how I know it.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's in the actual broadcast.
Yeah,
stories.
I've never read a
It is.
novelization.
It is mentioned on screen. I can confirm
Is it?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not often.
Not
often.
Planet of Fire, probably, right?
I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Either way.
I'll just comfort myself with the fact that I've interviewed the actor. I don't know.
Visler.
Bislor, yeah.
I have never heard that.
V-I-S-E. He
That's
says it when
just a dumb name.
when he calls his the ship from Tryon towards the end of Planet of Fire. Bislor
yeah.
Turlough. The
okay.
one and only time where it's mentioned on screen. So, all right. We're into the medium difficulty question. Chris, what is Perry's real first name?
Perpigilium.
Perpigilium of the Brown is correct. Erika,
Mm-hmm.
which companion becomes Mrs. Jones after her marriage?
That would be Josephine Grant Jones.
Correct. All you needed
Covering
was
all my bases.
All you needed was Joe Grant, but you
Lady
got it.
Jojo Grant.
Yeah, Lady Jojo Grant. Warren,
Hmm.
what was Captain Jack's nickname when he was young?
Oh, the face of Bo.
The face
Which is,
of
I still
Bo.
maintain, is dumb as hell.
Well, it got you 2 points, so I think you love it now.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're married to it now.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
And Kat,
Screwing around on it immediately.
what? Kat,
It's
what?
an open relationship.
Not anymore.
Kat, what is Jamie's middle name?
What? He has a
Who
middle
writes
name?
Jamie?
questions?
Of course he does.
Who
Yeah,
writes the questions? Jacqueline Rayner.
Jacqueline Rayner.
I'm going to have words.
He does say it a lot more than Turbo
See?
says his first name.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does. Yeah.
Or
It's
if he
Perpigilium,
doesn't,
duh.
the doctor does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
I don't even know Jamie's last name.
Oh, well, no, don't tell her that either, because that's
That might be another question.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't either.
Cat's blanket. James Roberts
Roberts
McCrimmon
McCrimmon.
is the answer
Okay.
to that.
That's an unoriginal name.
I know. Well, I know it's very, very unique though in the annals of history. All right, here's the hard
Is it
one.
James Robert McCrimmon on Doctor Who?
Yeah. Here is the difficult round. We're 3 points. Chris, what is Amy's middle name?
Oof.
Yeah, I know. I had to look this up. I didn't know
Amy
this.
who?
Amy. Presumably Amy Pond. Probably Amy Pond.
Williams.
Oh.
Or Williams.
I'm not saying for her middle name. I'm saying her
Yeah.
last name is Williams. They got married. It's legal.
No. It's Rory Pond. It's not.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amy Pond. Middle name.
So you love the patriarchy, eh, Eric? Okay, fine.
No, I follow the law. I saw that paperwork.
Yeah.
in
You
Asylum
follow
of the Daleks.
Exactly. The law.
All right.
All right.
That was her divorce paperwork. That's different.
Still legal.
You got to use your legal name on divorce paperwork.
Yeah.
We got
Amy Pond.
cats. We've got cats banging at the closed door here.
They know the answer.
They know
They
the
do.
answer.
We know the answer, you idiot.
We're here to help.
Also feed us.
The answer is feed us, yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Eleanor. I don't actually know.
It is Jessica, and I
What?
didn't know that either.
I didn't know that, yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
find where it's
No, I
stated
didn't.
in the,
I just looked in the back of the book. So
Probably on the divorce papers.
probably
of
on the divorce
Asylum.
papers. Yeah.
Maybe it is. I
Something.
guess I didn't read them as closely
Yeah.
as I thought.
Are you ready, Erica?
No, but go.
Okay. All right. Sergeant Benton's first name is never given on screen, but what is it generally accepted to be?
John?
Yes, it is.
I don't know why I know that, but I was like, oh, it's John Benton, right? But-
Right? I know, right? It feels wrong. John Levine played him. Perhaps
yeah,
that's why.
Maybe.
All right. Warren for 3 points. What is Rory's middle name?
Oh, God.
I lucked out.
What?
Thank you, random.org,
Yeah.
for not putting me in this spot.
Auton. That's his middle name.
Is it? Is that your
no,
guess? Maybe it's
I
right.
guess. I have no clue what it is.
No?
No.
Well, much like John Levine played John Benton, apparently, Rory Arthur Williams was played by Arthur Darvill. That's also something I literally discovered as I read that out right now.
Wow.
So I just did a Google image search for the divorce papers from
Warren.
Los Alamos,
Chris,
Alex.
what are you doing Googling things during a trivia quiz? I'm going to
why am I
dock
getting
you.
blamed for this?
No,
after the fact,
sir.
And you can see Williams on there, but that's all you can make out.
Okay. All right. Kat, you ready? Last question of the round here.
Yep.
What is Jackie Tyler's maiden name? I literally just I watched this too. I looked at this. And,
hey, you know what? At least this
time.
category was genuinely hard.
Actual hard.
It really was.
Yeah. Actual hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And definitely differing degrees of difficulty as well.
Mm-hmm. Jackie Tyler, last name. I could probably see where her name was said in the scene, but I don't remember it until I looked at the back of the book, which I have, Kat, and you do not. You have to provide me the answer.
See, that's the problem. I should also have it. It would make things way
I know.
easier.
It would
We'd
just
go
be
a lot
like,
faster.
how fast can you find it in the book to tell me the answer? It's America's
So
favorite
fast.
new game show. Yeah.
America's Easy Answers. That does sound like a
It does sound about right.
Yeah,
Sounds like American 2024 is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I knew this at some point, and then that
Right.
information was removed from my head for something far more important.
Oh,
Fair.
There's nothing more important, clearly.
probably like chronicling
This is
every
3 points on the
every
line.
screen
I have-
appearance of Adric. Yeah.
I have.
You have no clue.
No, it's probably been replaced by watching Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton, and Peter Davison drive down a German highway.
That's true.
So
I mean,
good.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So good. I'm going to go with Smith.
Smith is not correct. It's Prentice.
Yeah.
Prentice, not Prentice,
Not like Prentice Hancock.
like Prentice Hancock. Yeah.
News to me.
News to you. Well, what's news to you, Erica, is that you're in the lead with 9
Okay,
points.
that is
news. Chris has 6. Warren has 3. Kat has 1. But you haven't won.
Well, that's not going to last.
Yeah, that's true.
Trust me.
Round 3 is initially G. For instance, so we go, what G is there nothing only about being, according to Sarah Jane?
Girl.
A girl. There you go. That's how this is going to work. So,
That's
so Chris, here we
confusing
go.
as hell.
Yeah. Initial G. How Chris complains about the questions and then usually wins the game. This is part for the course too. Chris, what G is the robot on Bowie Base 1? What G?
Oh.
Well, he's an OG, obviously.
Yeah. What G?
Oh, it's been too long since I watched Waters of Mars.
Mars and Mars.
Gooch. No.
I know because
Did you say it?
I'm not
It's a
going to
Gucci
say
robot.
it until
Yeah.
Chris is done.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my brain empty here?
Why is it brain empty? Why is it brain
I have a really
empty?
good reason for knowing, though.
Okay.
That's not related to Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to hearing this then. Once
Can't
Chris
remember.
fails.
Gizmo. I can't remember.
It's not Gizmo.
No, it's Gadget.
Gadget.
And the
Right,
reason I know
right,
it is because Stephen and I incessantly watch the Kitten Academy live feed.
That's right.
And they had recently had a class where the mom cat was named Gadget. And like her little kitten Crank is still wandering around the house with them. But yeah, so we made the Gadget joke all the time when they first
I'm not
adopted
going to tell
Gadget.
you.
So that's
I'm
why I
going to tell you
know.
what I named one cat. But
That's
you
right.
all know the name.
That's right. Good old teaspoon. That's not the Warren what Warren called him. Erica, here's yours. What G is the station that was once Satellite 5?
Can I have the Gadget question?
No. Do not have that. Do not have it.
What G is the station that was once
that one I know.
Satellite 5?
Mhm.
I just read a Twitter recap of this, but I'm pretty sure it didn't say this. What G? G. J.
Gifford Jiff.
Kathy Lee Gifford.
Kathy Lee Gifford, please.
Pardon me.
Globalization chthonic full. I don't know.
Game.
Game Station.
Game Station.
Oh, that doesn't sound even remotely familiar.
No.
I don't feel bad at
Oh,
all.
that's good.
What a generic. That's like you order something
I know.
for Nintendo off some Taiwanese site.
No, it's what you call like your video game station in a sitcom that you haven't cleared the name of the actual thing.
Like beer brand beer.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
totally indecipherable answer was better.
Yeah, a Sorny game station. Yeah.
Good old Sorny.
Warren, what G are gaseous beings who asks to be pitied?
Oh, the Geth.
The
what?
What? Sorry.
Gelth.
I'll give you Gelth.
Gelth.
I'll give you Gelth.
Yeah.
It's Gelth. Yeah.
Is it
Geth
gaseous? Is it gaseous or gaseous? How do you pronounce it gaseous?
I don't know.
I've heard both.
Yeah, I've heard both too.
Yeah.
I think gaseous is the more Britishy style, and
be.
gaseous is the American-y style.
Yeah. I'll
The
say
important thing is I got it right.
you got it right,
Geisha-
Warren. You got it right.
Geishas would be more Japanese style.
That's true.
Wow.
Cat, what G is used to control weather from the moon? From the moon.
Can I have this one?
Erika knows this one, apparently.
I know this one too.
Does Cat
I'm not
know
sure
it?
I know it, but I have a better guess than whatever it was I guessed for game.
Yeah.
I'm
Does Cat know it?
struggling to think of, other than like moon base, struggling to think about any other Doctor Who that has the moon involved
The moon.
that I would actually watch. I should clarify with that.
Oh, speaking of gatekeeping.
Because all I can think of is like moon base from UFO, which is the
Moonbase.
far superior moon base.
Oh, the show UFO, the Jerry Anderson
Yeah,
show?
the show
Oh,
UFO.
That show's bonkers.
I think it's pronounced UFO.
UFO.
UFO, yes.
UFO.
And Jerry with
Good
a
old
G, I
info.
believe. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Galactic Center.
Galactic Center is
Erika,
incorrect.
what was your guess?
Is it Gravitron?
It's Gravitron.
Yes, it is.
From the moon base,
Which
though.
makes I always remember it because it
From
makes
the
no
moon
sense.
base.
Like,
Yeah.
what is? I mean, yes, gravity affects the weather. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it's just a silly name.
Yep, Gravitron. It is space year 2070, which is
Whoa.
Here's a shocking thing. We're closer
shut
to
up, don't say it.
2070 than
no.
being the moon base.
That's
which
enough.
It was made. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. On to round 2, medium difficulty questions. Chris, what G are the slug-like aliens led by Mestor?
The gastropods. Is
Ga-
everything G?
Yes, it is initially G.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's the name of the category.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, initially
Yeah,
G. Yeah.
gastropods. Yeah.
Gastropods is correct.
I'm glad I didn't have that one.
Good, I know. Well,
Me
we'll just
neither.
wait till we get to the twin dilemma. Erika,
Oh, I like the twin dilemma. I just didn't remember gastropods.
right? What G is Queen of Atlantis?
Oh, which Atlantis? And I don't know anyway. Even if you answered that, it wouldn't help.
Right.
Queen
I know.
Genevieve. Oh.
No. Chris,
It's
what
from
is
Time
it?
Monster, Queen Galea.
Galea is
Okay.
correct.
I mean, I have now seen Time Monster, but apparently it didn't stick. Oh well.
Yeah.
That's probably for the
I
best.
mean,
Yeah.
even Liz hasn't crammed that down your throat.
Nope.
Not yet.
Well, I mean, I watched it for Lazy Doctor Who. I don't know if she's actually listened to that episode yet. She's probably scared.
That's true. Warren, what G is the leader of the Bannermen?
Ugh, I don't care.
Your favorite story from season 24.
Your favorite season as well.
Yeah.
I don't want any of these
Gargantuan
questions.
waste of my time. That's what that is.
Zing.
You nailed that one.
Uh-huh.
Take that.
Groiper, I don't know. I have no
That
idea.
one's going to be reeling for decades as a result.
Yeah. Gavrok is the name. It's played by Don Henderson, as seen in Star Wars and
Star
thus
Wars, the
Invader
first one,
Sessions as well. There's your connection to help Warren get over the fact that he got that question wrong.
I don't. I don't really care.
Kat, what G is a fictional character who aids the Doctor in the land of fiction?
Yeah.
I like how it has to say a fictional character as though this show is all
Everything
entirely based on
Gavrok
fact.
is real.
Everything else is a documentary.
This person.
real
Yeah.
people featured.
Yeah.
Shakespeare and whatnot.
Yeah, actually played by
More
the
than once
original
for
Shakespeare, too.
The Queen and her corgis.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what story this is.
Well, can you repeat the question?
What G is a fictional character who aids the Doctor in the land of fiction?
That doesn't help me.
No.
The Doctor features in many stories.
That's true. And it's
Most
helped.
even.
The land of fiction, which is right next door to the land of chocolate, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'd move in a second to the land of chocolate.
La, la,
I would not.
The Land of Fiction could be fun. Fictional character that starts with G.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are many of them, but Godzilla is the only one coming to mind.
Godzilla did not.
I would like to see that.
I would like a remake of The Mind Robber with Godzilla instead of Gulliver.
Can you
Please.
imagine?
Gulliver.
Just,
Gulliver
all
is
he
the
does is just
answer, yeah.
screech, and then that's the general direction you're supposed to go.
Yep, Gulliver.
Lemuel Gulliver.
Lemuel Gulliver
Yes,
is played by Bernard Horsfall. Yep. Sorry, Kat. Here on to the
Which means it was
third.
directed by David Maloney. 'Cause
Correct.
All of his appearances were.
They were. That's not going to help you
I
on
hope
this
that's
next
a
one.
question later.
Probably not. Here's your question, though, Chris, and initially G, the hard section. What G is the count who planned to marry Romana?
Grendel?
How was that even hard? Of course. I mean,
Wow.
this podcast is
I mean, I didn't
season
come up with
16
it in
stands.
time, but I would like to think I would have.
Yeah. Next
Yeah,
time.
even I would have come up with that one.
I would have given you a hint, Chris, but next time I will not be so lenient. Erika, what G is Pete Tyler's code name when he gives information to the preachers? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to say that it's a throwback, and I'm going to say Greyhound.
It's a throwback to an episode of The Prisoner, Gemini.
I don't think that's that, but
Rise
sure.
of the Cyberman Age of Steel is the story.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, Warren, hard round. Here we go. What G is Haid, who works for the company?
What?
Just watch this too.
Is he a G grade?
What G is Haid, who works for the company?
I have no idea what any of this means.
No, that sentence is stupid.
I just watched this like 2 days ago.
Don't give him hints, Chris. Come on.
No,
Unless you wanted to win.
I don't know.
You're going to hate yourself, Warren. You're
Is
going to
he?
hate yourself.
More than I already do.
Even more than you already do,
Gatherer.
yeah. Gatherer Haid.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Indubitably, your magnificence. You got it
Oh,
wrong.
that's great. That's just wonderful.
Yes.
I
Wow.
love this
None of
contest
that
so
made
much.
any sense to me,
The
but now I
work
get
of a
it.
D grade.
Yeah, I get it now, but at the time, that
Alas.
sentence just
I know.
sounded dumb, and it still sounds dumb.
Well,
frankly.
maybe if you watched your season 15 box set, Warren, you
That's
would have
right. I
got
should be
that.
scolded for this. That's right. Boy, oh boy, what a terrible human being I am.
To round this, I do love that Warren takes our good-natured jibes directly and personally.
Yeah, boy, isn't that great? That's not picking on somebody with mental illness at all.
I mean, except the ones that go over his head.
Yeah, exactly. See, I was going to make a short joke. Kat is much shorter than Warren.
That's enough.
Kat,
Yes.
what G is the Duke who is nephew to Count Federico? What G?
Oh, I want the Sunmaker's question.
I know.
I like this one.
This is great.
Yeah, it is.
We should get all the questions, and then we should be able to like
Mix and match.
bargain
Which
amongst
ones?
ourselves to
Yeah.
determine who gets what
Who
question.
answers what? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Federico.
Federico.
Isn't it Federico?
Federico. That's what I said. Yeah, Federico.
I don't know the answer either way, so semantics.
It's played by another G, Gareth Armstrong, who played Giuliano.
What is that from?
Mask of Mad Dragon with the story
Okay.
nobody remembers. There you go. After 3 rounds, I can't believe we shortened this to 10 to 7 to make it quicker. We're 40 minutes into this sucker and we're only halfway there. Not even halfway there. But
I would have said shorten it more if you'd asked me.
Chris,
Doesn't mean it's not going to go faster.
That's
here from here
true.
on out, though.
Chris
Who knows?
is on top now after complaining about the questions.
No
as is
surprise.
his way. He has 11. Erica, you have 9. Warren has 4. Kat with 1. As we move on to round 4.
And you got the first point too, didn't you, Kat?
I got ghost points, and they're just not being counted at all. Like I knew
Yeah.
answers to other people's questions.
Well, the ghost points aren't counted because they're ghost points.
Exactly. They're fake.
Yeah, but they make you feel
count.
good, and
They're-
that's
they're-
more important.
They're fictitious, like Gulliver. Round 4 is
Godzilla.
called "Are You Qualified?"
No.
I don't
The
know
answer
if
is
there-
no. Let's move on.
I don't know if there's really an example
Round
of this.
5.
So they're just questions, basically, Chris. So here it is. Your easy
All right.
round. Which doctor claims he gained his medical degree in 1888 under Lister? Probably not Dave Lister from Red Dwarf.
I would
hope
not
it is
want to go
Dave
to
Lister.
a doctor with that medical degree for
Well, it's
sure.
just- you, like which incarnation of the Doctor?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, let's say either second or 10th, so I'm going to go 10th.
You're wrong. It's the second. I think he said it in the Moon Base, oddly enough. So,
Fudge.
yeah.
Because Tennant said it because of what Troughton said. So.
Well, that's just
I had a 50-50 shot.
You
At least
did.
I knew which
in your
50-50
mind
it was.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, console yourself with that as you got 0 points. Erica, which companion failed her general science A level? Which companion?
Joe Grant?
Joe Grant is
That was
correct.
100% a guess, but it was an educated
It was
guess.
educated, yeah. Warren, who we are kicking when he's down for some reason. We're not.
Because you're all horrible.
We're all
Because
terrible.
you're bad people. That's
Warren, you
clearly
can
the
do
reason.
it. I have faith in you in this one.
I don't. That's even worse.
He's in third place.
Which close friend of the Doctor's is a professor of archaeology?
Ugh.
Professor of archaeology.
Why can't I remember this?
I don't know.
And it starts with a G?
No, that's the previous round. This is just
okay. Well,
yeah.
River Song then, right?
There you go. That's
Close
it. There you are.
friend.
Close friend. Close friend.
That's a real. These two ladies lived together for 40 years and were close friends kind of a deal.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's the Paradise Towers.
Yep. Yeah. Isaac Newton died a virgin. Did he really? Did he really? Kat. Which companion got suspended from school while studying for her chemistry A level? Suspended from school. Chemistry A level.
Ace.
Ace.
Blew
You
up the
aced
lab.
that question.
Even I knew that one.
Yep. All right, round 2, medium difficulty. Chris, which companion does the Brigadier describe as an expert in meteorites with degrees in, quote, medicine, physics, and a dozen other subjects? Which companion?
Liz Shaw?
Think like a physicist. You got it. Liz Shaw is correct.
Nice.
Underrated Liz Shaw.
Can I have that question?
And no, you can have this one, though.
Okay.
Which acquaintance of the Doctor has a degree in earthonomics?
Okay. What?
Earthonomics. Which
And it's not a companion, it's an acquaintance.
It's an
Acquaintance of the
acquaintance.
Doctor.
So
Has
not
a
even a
degree.
close friend.
Yeah.
Good.
Who has a
grief.
made-up degree is what you're saying.
Earthonomics could
Okay.
be about Earth, or it could be about Earth Kit.
It's very silly sounding, so I'm going to guess it's like classic Who from like the 60s or 70s. Earthonomics.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which acquaintance? So not a companion.
yeah, I'm just trying to think of like something related to earthquakes or volcanoes or something. But the problem is I don't know character names very well. So if it's just an acquaintance, it's probably not a name that's going to stick anyway.
Yeah.
So I will say Professor Amelia Rumford.
It's not.
I didn't think it was.
It's Mr. Copper from A Voyage of the Damned.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Now
Well, let's
it
get
makes
back to
sense.
Eartha Kitt and economics. So
So
how
it
does
was,
that work?
it was silly and from New Who. So
Uh-huh.
got it
That's
wrong.
also very in line with that character.
Yep, totally. Totally.
All right. Warren,
Yeah.
which companion left school because of Jimmy Stone?
Wow.
Yeah.
This sounds juicy.
Yeah, I know.
Is that a person or a thing?
Which companion left school? Jimmy Stone.
That sounds like a New Who thing.
I didn't know this. I'll
So
confess.
I'm going to say Clara.
It's Rose, apparently.
Oh, all
It's
right.
Rose.
Can you give me the backstory on what the hell this even means?
No, probably mention it. I don't know. It's probably somewhere in Aliens of London is my guess. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Kat, medium difficulty question. Here's yours. Which companion is an astrophysicist, pure mathematics major with honors? Which companion? Astrophysicist.
Talk amongst yourself while I go through every companion that's been on
Pure
Doctor Who.
mathematics major with honors.
Be Adric, wouldn't it?
It would not be Adric.
Really?
Sorry. It's Zoe. Zoe has those
I thought it
things.
was
Oh,
Adric
right.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
It's the,
No, because
It sounds
Adric's
like
not
some-
an astrophysicist.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Oh,
something
of course.
Adric would tell you. That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
be on his grinder profile, but not true.
It would be.
Excuse me, he's a rough man.
Yeah, well, he certainly is now, having
He's
been
likes a
pulverized.
rough man.
Yeah. Chris, difficulty level hard here for
Grinder.
this. In which subject did the master get a higher class of degree than the doctor?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. This
What?
should be something I should just roll off my brain.
Some kind of time nonsense, I'm guessing.
What is
I have
it? I
no
wonder.
recollection. Thermodynamics. I can't remember.
Cosmic science.
Oh yeah, yeah, that old chestnut.
Thank you, Terrence
Far
Dix.
out, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's just one off from BS.
Yeah.
CS.
Probably, yes. Who's next? Erika. Difficulty hard. Which companion wants to learn graphology?
Graphology.
Graphology.
Let's say, doesn't sound like a Romana probably already knows it. Doesn't sound like a Perry thing. Polly.
Victoria.
Oh.
Although why she wanted to learn graphology, I have no idea, as mentioned in The Two Doctors.
She loves spirographs.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Warren, which doctor claims to have degrees in medicine and cheese making?
I know which one is more useful.
I'm going to say the 11th Doctor.
Correct.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's that or the 4th. So.
And he also speaks baby. So I guess
Is it during Hyde? Is that when he makes that claim?
It could be. I don't know. Doesn't say here what the reference is. Kat, to round out this round, which acquaintance of the Doctor's is a professor who specializes in extraterrestrial pathological endomorphisms?
An acquaintance, so
An
not a
acquaintance.
companion.
Nope, not a companion. The Doctor's professor who specializes in extraterrestrial pathological endomorphisms.
I'm not even going to try to talk this out. I just don't know. I'm going to just guess the. I don't even know his name, so I'm just going to describe it.
All right.
Um,
See if you can get.
It's the one with that thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. No, the professor that's in Shada, that guy.
No, Professor Chronotis is not it. It's Professor Marius from The Invisible Enemy.
Oh.
Yeah. So there. There
Which
you
we
go.
also just watched the other day.
Yeah, but I don't like it, so I didn't stick.
Oh. Always.
dare you.
Warren will have words.
Yeah, he will have words. All right. That's the end of round 4. Chris is still in the lead with 13. Erika with 10. Warren with 8. Kat with 2. As we go into costume capers.
Uh-oh.
Costume
I like that Warren and I immediately
capers.
Like,
So as I find the book here. So here we
Which
go.
Doctor didn't have question marks on his lapels?
For instance, as an example, which story features sea devils with fishing net tunics?
You sea devils.
The sea devils.
Sea devils.
That sort of thing.
You're not
is
getting
how-
points for example ones, though.
No, you have to actually say the story. So here we go. Costume capers. Chris. Which story features stone Daleks?
Stone Daleks.
Yeah.
Frick, which is the Big Bang.
Big Bang is correct.
I think which of the two stories it was. Is
Yeah,
that Erika?
Yeah, it is because the Big Bang is here. So, all right, Erika. Which story features a glass Dalek?
Can I have the stone one instead?
No.
A glass Dalek. I mean, that sounds really cool, but I don't remember it happening. So I am not going to waste any more time even thinking about it. I don't know. I do not know.
It is
Don't say Revelation because it was plastic, wasn't glass.
No, it was well, it was made of plastic, but it was intended to be glass because it is Revelation of the Daleks. So there we go.
I
wish I got
that
this
at all.
one, but I bet you this next one I won't get.
Well, let's find out. Which story features stocking-faced Cybermen?
Oh God. Why can't I remember the name of this?
I know, Warren.
You
Why
could
can't
call
you?
it The Genesis of the Cybermen.
Just remember that it ends at Matt Smith.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah. Because I was thinking of, yeah.
You don't have to worry about
Matt
it.
Smith. So stocking face Cyberman. Oh, so it's got to be, come on, brain.
Yeah, come on, brain.
Why can't I remember this stupid Hartnell one?
Because you're on the spot,
hate
and that's
this
when
so
things
much.
tend to fly
I
out.
hate this so much. I'm trying to think of the stupid Target cover.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the stupid title. I hate this.
Is
Yeah,
that
go
your
ahead.
answer?
Just say it. I can't remember.
You're close, Warren. Talk it through.
Talk it
No.
through. No.
No, I won't. I
don't
don't
make him talk it
remember.
through.
Go to hell. Go to hell and get it over with.
The 10th
The 10th planet.
There we go.
Is that.
Of course.
Kat.
That should now be called the 9th planet now, shouldn't it?
That's true. The night, yeah. Ooh, retrofitting. Although 1986 was the 10th planet. So, Kat, which story features large eyeless cybermats? Eyeless cybermats, large.
Of course, I know this one.
Of course, I knew the Cyberman one. I don't know this one.
See, you should be able to trade.
Large eyeless
There's not that many
cybermats.
stories that have Cybermats in them.
Probably not.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to default Moonbase.
No. It is
Revenge.
Revenge of the Cybermen. Moonbase didn't even have cybermats in it. They first appeared in the Tomb of the Cybermen.
They do in my head.
Ah. All right. Medium difficulty. Chris, which story features an all-black Cyberman?
Boggle? All black Cybermen.
All black Cybermen.
Oh, Attack.
Attack of the Cybermen.
Right.
I remember
that.
In the sewer.
In the sewer.
No, was it in the sewer? Yeah, it was in the sewer.
It was in the sewer, yep. It was in the sewer,
Yeah.
absolutely. Erika, which story features Cybermats with antenna?
Well, I knew the Revenge one, so I'm not going to say Revenge. Maybe they had antenna and they were eyeless. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Tomb of the Cybermen.
Tomb of the Cybermen is
Okay.
correct.
It was that or Nightmare in Silver, which was another answer that I got
Right.
wrong.
Mhm.
So it's like, I'm not going to say it.
There's
That
also
one was NIS.
there's also there's also another story in there, but I won't say it just in
No.
case there's another question.
Yeah.
Warren.
I think that one might need a redo.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Warren, which is the first story to feature Sontarans in blue armor?
I think that's the Two Doctors?
Stylish.
No, it's the
Oh, no, it's a new
Sontaran
one.
stratagem. Yeah,
Damn it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, too late.
That's all right. Kat, which is the first story to feature the Black Guardian with a bird in his hair?
Modern Undead?
Modern Undead is correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good thing about Modern Undead, by the way.
Everything's
Best
great about
story.
Modern
I
Undead.
like
Nope.
Undead.
No, it's not good.
Oh. Well,
Well, now you can feel bad,
Well,
Stephen.
you-
How's it feel?
You've
Bad.
told their nest.
yeah.
Yep.
Chris, which story features Sontarans with 5 fingers on each hand?
That's
Gasp.
the Two Doctors.
No, it's a Sontaran experiment.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yepers. What do you think
Really?
of that?
Wow.
I don't.
Yep. Erika,
Damn it.
which story features Daleks with discs on their backs?
Oh, that one I know.
I should know, but okay, so it's discs on their backs. It's not the Daleks. Did that? Boy, it's been so long since I've watched all of those early ones. I just don't know. So I'm going to guess.
Guess the story.
Death to the Daleks.
The Dalek invasion,
Daleks invasion
of
of
Earth.
I almost said that, and then I didn't.
Warren,
Mm-hmm.
which story features a movie Dalek in gold with black skirt panels and gold skirt bumps? Did Gav Rymel submit this question? I don't think so. A movie Dalek makes a cameo in this story.
Oh, wait a minute. We might have actually done the miniscope on this. So it's one of the two.
Warren digs back into RFS history for
Yeah.
for knowledge about
and
trivia.
I might very well be wrong. I
Gotta
usually am. But
contextualize it somehow.
let's see. Which one's that? Is it Death or is it Planet? Which is the one? I think it's Planet. I'm going to say Planet of the Daleks.
Is correct. Well done,
wow.
Warren. Look,
Because
at
isn't that
that
the one who comes in and gives everybody a hard time? Like he's the guy from the head office?
Pretty much got a flashlight for an eye. Yeah, that's pretty much him. Yeah. All right, Kat. Last question of the round. Which is the first story to feature silver Daleks with black domes?
Silver Daleks with black domes.
What I'm learning is I just don't pay very much attention to Daleks.
It's not.
I am also learning this.
Mm-hmm.
That and I don't really like Daleks, so I just kind of phase them out as I watch the story and
That's
replace them with like adorable teddy bears that kill
Two
people.
forms of racism at once.
I don't know. I'm just gonna guess one. Let's go with, as I struggle to actually come up with a Dalek story. Death of the Daleks.
The evil of the Daleks.
Oh my God, I would have guessed that. I would not have known it, but I would have guessed it right.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be power or evil.
Yeah. Evil of the Daleks. So there you go. At the end of round 5, we have 2 more rounds to go. Chris is still in the lead of 16. Erika has 12. Warren 11. Kat with 4.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
still anybody's game.
It
Hold
is.
on. What?
Yeah, Warren. Through all your griping
this
and
complaining.
bitching, you've got you're in third.
He's
you're
gonna-
5 points out of first
He's
place.
going to pull a Deb Stanish and complain the whole time and then win the game.
That's true.
There are worse people to want to be than Death
That is
Star,
true.
frankly.
That is
There's
very
definitely
true.
a good company there.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Name that villain is the next category. So identify these villains
Rock.
from their first names. the doctor they opposed is given in brackets. So, for instance, example, I'll say Harrison, fourth
Chase,
doctor.
Fourth Doctor.
Fourth doctor, yep. So you only have to mention the basically the last name. So there you go.
Okay.
Here we go, kids. Here we go. As I look through the back of the book to find the answers to make sure that we got it all correct, and we do. Here it is. Chris, you ready?
Grandpa Simpson. What?
Here's your question. Mercy, 10th Doctor.
Oh, Hartigan.
Hartigan, correct.
Oh, nice.
Well done.
Wow.
First name town
from
called.
the next Doctor, yeah. Erika.
Yeah.
Mahendri, 4th Doctor.
Oh, I know that one.
I don't, so I'm done.
Solon from Brandon Morbius.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There we go. Warren.
Yep.
Tobias, 2nd Doctor.
Well, Vaughn. Come on now.
Well,
Man.
there you go. And Kat, Theodore, 2nd Doctor.
Chipmunk.
Woodwatch.
Salazar, whatever it is.
Salamander?
Sure.
No. Maxtable.
Salazar.
Also from Evil with
That's good,
Alex. That's 2 Evil with Alex questions. You got in a row, Kat, there.
Wow.
And you got them both wrong, so you need to watch Evil with Alex, apparently. If only
Or
it
not.
existed.
It's actually the Blu-ray's sitting there yet to be watched. So
There's a lot of that going on in that household. So.
Yep.
Oh, far less than there was a month ago.
Mm-hmm. All right.
At least I have them, Warren.
Okay. All right. Wow, I'm being shamed about something I don't care about. Great.
Yep. Second level, and let me finish this, Chris, because I know where you're going. Winifred, 11th Doctor.
Oh, so not Bambera?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to stop you from doing that.
It's enemies anyway. So
Exactly. Well, yeah.
Winifred, 11th Doctor.
Doctor Flower, yeah.
Lethbridge Stewart.
Winifred, 11th Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's,
Winifred.
I mean, there's not that many baddies that could be called Winifred.
No.
Not that many female baddies on the whole. And the one I want to say, I'm sure is wrong, and B, I can't think of her name.
Those are big problems.
Dalek lady from one of the girls, the Dalek eyes stuck out of her head. Nope, I don't.
Gilliflower.
Oh.
What was that? Which one was that?
Crimson Horror.
Crimson Horror.
Oh,
right.
right,
There
yes,
we are.
yes.
All right. Well, got that wrong. So would have I. Erika. Hilda, the 4th Doctor.
I mean, I should probably know this, but there's a lot of 4th Doctor stories, and I haven't seen any of them for a long time.
That's
so
true.
I
have to watch your season 15 Blu-rays.
I don't watch those things.
Wow. More scolding. Great.
We get to them on Lazy Doctor Who.
I don't know. I don't want to waste any more time.
Hilda Winters from Robot.
Okay, I never would have gotten
That's
that.
right.
I'm glad I didn't waste our time.
That's right. Warren. Henry, 9th Doctor.
Oh, that one I know.
Stanton? Am I getting that wrong?
Be more
Yeah, probably.
specific there, Warren.
Henry Stanton Jr.? I don't know.
No, I can't. Sorry, Warren.
No.
Warren.
whatever.
Henry Van Staten. is
Oh,
his
okay.
name.
All right.
Very
Yeah,
close.
whatever. I did
That
get
was
it
close,
wrong.
but
You're in the
Very
ballpark.
close.
You're in the ballpark.
That gets me a ghost point of not being quite right.
That's true. Kat. Max, 4th Doctor. Max.
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 After the popular convenience store.
Couche-tard.
So Max, not from Voyage of the Damned, is
Max, 4th Doctor. Max,
4th Doctor.
See, there's a lot of 4th Doctor stories.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to waste people's time. I'm going to assume it's Max Power and leave it at that.
Oh, no. Max, you give us a smile at the end of the day. It's Max Style from Image of the Fendor.
Sure.
Nope.
Wow.
From season 15.
Just watch that one too.
Also, don't like that story.
I love that story, but I can't
love
remember
that story
names.
so much.
So good. Chris, hard round. Here we go. Walter, the 11th Doctor. Walter.
Koenig.
No, that's Babylon 5.
Walter Winchell.
Walter
And Starlost. This is
White.
Starlost Erasure.
Walter White. No. Walter 11th Doctor, you said?
Walter 11th Doctor.
It's actually his last name, yeah.
Nope. No, it's not coming to me.
Simeon.
Oh.
From
I did not remember that was his
yeah.
first name.
From the Snowman, yeah.
Yeah.
Nor did I, actually.
that was not going to come to me.
Mhm. Erika.
Mhm.
Joinson, the 6th Doctor.
Okay, I really don't know those stories.
No.
Tabernacle. Just make it up.
At least,
Bill
at least that one's very unique.
Yeah.
If there is such a descriptor.
What is it?
Joinson Dastari, of course, from the 2 Doctors.
Oh, I don't.
Well,
remember.
duh.
Obviously, we have to watch the 2 Doctors a lot more than we
I
have.
guess.
No, you
I mean,
don't.
I remember liking it, but it's been a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
Well, you can learn about graphology.
Except
That's right.
Graphology and Sontarans with 3 fingers.
3 fingers.
And Eric Sayward being possibly more miserable than me, but maybe not.
That's a hell of a that should be the real trivia. So who could be more miserable, Warren or Eric Sayward?
Right now, I'm pretty sure he's happier than I am.
That's true. All right, Warren, here you go. Samuel, 1st Doctor. Samuel.
Goldwyn.
No. Wrong.
Samuel,
Sorry.
First Doctor.
What do you got?
This is the hard category.
It's
The
hard
whole category is hard.
It's the hard category.
Yeah.
It's true.
Clemens.
That's what
Mark Twain.
Clemens.
That was
Mark
the
Twain.
thing that popped into my head,
Giving
too.
a beat down. No. Is that your answer,
Of
Warren?
course not. Yes.
Okay, it's Pike, actually, from the Smugglers. Captain Samuel
Wow,
Pike.
that was definitely hard.
Should have
This is
watched it
better
back
lost
in
than the 10th Planet.
1966. Just saying, because it doesn't exist anymore. Kat, last question of the round. Carlos, 4th Doctor. Carlos.
Problematic. That's what his last name
Yeah.
is.
I don't want another 4th Doctor story.
So many.
Do you like
There are
any
no
Doctor Who,
Fifth
Kat? You're all
Doctor
just sort of
stories here.
saying, "What? I don't like that story. That's why I don't remember it. I don't like
This
that
is
one."
Peter Davison Erasure. I've heard no 5th Doctor stories.
That's true, actually. Good point.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This person's name's only set out when his wife is calling to him before he rips his human face off to reveal a spaghetti beast underneath. It's Carl's Scarleone from City of
wow.
Death, otherwise known as COD. All right. Well, some points were given out in that round, but not many. But Chris is still in the lead with 17. Erika and Warren tied for second with 12. Kat with 4.
Okay.
So there we go. Heading into the final round, everyone. Final round. This one's called Two's Company. Two's Company, which I'm just looking through here. Is this kind of pretty much just like there's 2 things to be to say.
So
here,
I need 3 points. Okay.
Referring to me and Erica's tie.
Yep. So here we go. Chris, here's your story. Question rather. Which story features both a doctor to be and a companion to be? Which story features?
Fires of Pompeii.
Fires of Pompeii is correct. Well done. Erika?
Mm-hmm. I knew that one.
In which 2 stories is the TARDIS's HADS enabled? You know of this. You know of this.
Okay, it's
This is a great question.
CB. Was it cold blood? No, wait. The
Cold-blooded Silurians.
cold. Yeah. Because it's Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, and then there's the submarine one, which we had the initials for earlier, and I absolutely couldn't think of it.
We actually didn't have the initials earlier for this one.
We didn't? Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just completely messed up. Let's see. Can I remember the 2nd Doctor story that had the HADS? If I say the 2nd Doctor story and I'm wrong, can we just stop there?
Sure.
Okay. Was it the Crotons?
That's one of them.
Okay, so
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and
You're on the cusp.
breath. I know, I'm so close. It's like I know what story it is. I just cannot think of the freaking name of it. David Warner
Yes.
was in it.
Yes, I know this. I know this pain.
Uh-huh. Yep. And there was the Walkman in it. And why can't
I will say you've nailed the story.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I knew I knew the answer immediately. I just wasn't sure I could actually get to the title of this freaking season 7, series 7 story.
Don't add facts you need to think about.
I know. It's not deep breath. It's not cold blood. It's not cold water. It's if I need to just think about something completely different for a minute. Rainbows, puppies, kittens, My Little Pony.
No, the enemy's round was earlier.
Yeah. Fudge. I have not taken much time on any other question,
Right.
so I am.
You're using your time here.
Yep.
So you know what it is. You just
I
gotta
do.
100% know what it
Get
is.
it off the tip of the tongue.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's worth 1 point.
Is it? Oh man, I thought this was in the hard round,
No.
or not the hard round. The
Not the
medium
Human
hard
brain
round,
sucks.
yeah.
I just
Yeah,
gotta
I
say
know.
that on behalf of everybody.
Yep.
This is so frustrating.
Mm.
Usually, I don't
That's
take the
trivia.
time to
Uh-huh.
to try to think something out, but I just it is not coming to me. It is just blocked out. Is it
Crow-
2 words?
Yeah, it is 2 words.
Yeah.
And you had the first one. Cold
Cold
War.
War. Of course, Russians.
War.
Cold War. Yeah, I was.
Protons
You know
at
what?
10th planet.
I was
Yeah.
not getting any closer to it, so I don't feel too bad.
Okay, that's good. All right, Warren, for 1 point. Which 2 doctors face autons in their debut stories?
Oh, 3rd and 9th.
Correct. There you go. Kat, which 2 adjacent stories feature parent/offspring acting teams, one of whom is a doctor or companion? Wow, that is a thing. Let me know if you need
that's
me
murky
to.
as hell.
Yeah, but there's 2 stories that are adjacent stories that feature parents and offspring acting, one of whom is a doctor and a companion.
The one actor was both? Or
No.
each actor was one?
There's parent and offspring. So
I
Wow.
have. I wouldn't even know how to talk this. I wouldn't even know where to begin
right.
with this.
I'm really interested
So
in
I
the
won't-
answer.
Uh-huh. Yep. Teams. So there's 2 in each. The one, yeah.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
It's fascinating. Both found in Africa in 2013. The Enemy of the World, which featured Patrick and David Troughton, and The Web of Fear, which featured Deborah and Jack Watling.
I had the Web of Fear, but I didn't have the other one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had that question completely. I thought it was one of, yeah.
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 I had the
That
wrong end of
was
that
very
question.
complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very, very poorly worded.
Oh,
For
well.
1 point.
Well, let's
For
see
1
how we do
point.
here. All right, Chris, the medium difficulty question. Which 2 established comedy double acts have appeared as pairs of characters in Doctor Who? 2 established...
One more time, please.
Which 2 established comedy double acts have appeared as pairs of characters in Doctor Who?
So Hale and Pace and Survival. Leaps to mind. Comedy double act.
I know this one. Finally, I know one I can't do.
Oh.
Let those ghost points keep you warm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Cleese and Eleanor Braun weren't a double act.
Should have been, though.
Could have been. Should have been, yeah. Oh. I can't think of the second one. Give me a second here.
I'll give you 1 second.
A metaphorical second.
Metaphorical. Well, 1 second on the planet Bandraginus 5, which is worth about 58 seconds in Earth time.
As many rails
I was
as
going
are
to say,
needed.
how many rails is that?
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just saying things to...
I think I might know the story it comes from, but I certainly
Yeah.
don't know the answer.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Dinosaurs in a spaceship.
There you go.
Mitchell
Yeah.
and Webb.
Mitchell and
Mitchell and
Webb.
Webb, Hale and Pace.
There you go. You got it. You got it.
That's not even what I was thinking of, so well done.
I was right. Helen Pace and Survival, although their success as a double act is debatable. Erika, here's
Yeah.
yours question. Which 2 episodes of Doctor Who have been remounted?
The hell does that mean?
remounted.
So there's 2 episodes of Doctor Who that have had to basically been remade.
Oh, okay. So we're not talking about like Mission to the Unknown being done by the college students or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. Like,
that happened after this book was published.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say episode 1 of An Unearthly Child.
is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one is where it gets tricky because, this is one of those things where I probably have come across this information. Like it sounds familiar to me, but it's not something that I'd necessarily know.
Right.
Even on a multiple choice, I'm not certain I could get it, but I don't even want to take the time to guess. What is the other one?
The Dead Planet, episode 1 of the Daleks had to be completely remounted.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't going to get that.
I know.
So.
That's we probably talked about it on this very podcast. The only existing footage of that is the cliffhanger reprisal to episode 2.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? I did know it.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah. Pay attention to Radio Free Skaro because we talk about this crap all the time.
I didn't pay attention. I'm on Radio Free
I
Skaro.
know. All right, Warren, here's yours. In which 2 stories is a dropped drinking vessel seen to become whole again?
Ooh.
Yeah.
2?
Fun.
I know.
Only a one-off.
I will say both have different visual effects used for them, and yes, I will break them down once Warren finishes.
I can
the
see
question.
one of them coming back together
Yeah.
with the reverse thing, but I can't remember what the story is. I'm not going to waste time either. I don't know what the hell this is.
The Space Museum, where Vicky
Museum
draws the
and-
glass,
Oh.
and
Wouldn't have got that one.
they use film to reverse it, and Invasion of the Dinosaurs, where
That's the one I would've got.
Martin Jarvis
Yeah,
breaks it,
right,
and they use a
yeah.
video disc thing to roll
yeah.
it back. So there we go. Added VAM for questions. That's what this podcast is all about. Kat, which are the only 2 stories to have numerals in their titles? Of course, as I say, this is leading up just the 50th anniversary, so there might be other ones. So 2 stories to have numerals in their titles.
I worry that I know this too quickly.
Right?
No, trust yourself.
No, that's not a good thing for me to do. I can't think of any other ones, so if this is wrong, then it should be right,
Okay.
I guess.
Fair,
we should have this
fair.
attitude the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say like numbers or numerals?
Numerals. So like, the 2 doctors doesn't count, but like numerals, which 2 stories.
I was thinking Roman numerals, and that's why I'm
No.
drawing a blank.
Yeah, so did I.
I know
End
one.
of Time Part 1 and Time Part 2?
No.
Those are
Galaxy
spelled out.
4.
Galaxy 4 and 42.
42, exactly.
Which are collectively better
Yeah.
than End of Time Part 1.
Add 73 yards to that, amongst
Yeah.
others, perhaps now. But
Yeah.
all right, last round. Here we go. The hard round. Chris, which 2 doctors have been sentenced to a lunar penal colony? Which 2 doctors? Lunar penal colony.
Third Doctor. Lunar Penal Colony.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't use 13th, and that wasn't in penal anyway. Or it wasn't lunar.
Mm.
Third Doctor and... It's a short list to pick from. But,
Yeah. How many doctors? Yeah.
Still tricky.
Only 11 to pick from. 12 if you count the war. Lunar Penal Colony.
Yippers.
Who is the second one? Yes,
Who?
yes, they are.
Who is the second one we're looking for? If the first one's even correct, I don't know.
I think you do know.
I know it's correct.
Oh.
It's-
Yep.
Tricky.
What can it be, Chris? Gonna need an answer here.
Yeah, 11th. I don't know. Third
Nope.
and 11th.
Third is correct in Frontier in Space, of course. The 9th Doctor was sentenced to a penal colony, but of course never made it there because they had a jailbreak and they got out and because in Bad Wolf Parting of the Ways. Not bad. Yeah, it's Bad Wolf Parting of the Ways. That's the
Oh, right. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
It didn't feel like a penal colony, so I didn't think of that.
No, he wasn't. He never made it there because he broke out. Maybe the third Doctor should have thought of that. All right, Erika, here's yours.
Oh,
Here we
boy.
go. In which, I have to read this over 2 pages, so bear with me. In which 2 consecutive stories
Oh, no.
do we hear the second Doctor's thoughts You know, like kind of like the voiceover kind of thing. Yeah. 2 consecutive second Doctor stories.
I do not know.
Very rare in Doctor Who history. Yeah.
And I don't even want to try to embarrass myself by guessing 2 stories because they probably won't be consecutive and then I will sound really silly. So I don't know.
The Underwater Menace and the Moon Base. I don't remember the Moon Base one, but I remember the Underwater. They're all like thinking, oh, where should we land next? And he's like, prehistoric monsters, he's thinking. And yeah, we actually hear them in that, you know.
You'll have to keep an eye out for that when we do our Moon Base commentaries.
Yeah, we better. Warren, here's yours. Which 2 companions are alluded to in the story directly before each makes a first appearance?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Directly before isn't Osama the Daleks, but it's
directly before. I imagine they probably threw in the directly before to get over the Osmond Aldwald thing.
Mm-hmm.
So are we talking within the story itself, episodes, or in the story before the story they appear in?
Which 2 companions are alluded to in the story directly before each makes a first appearance. So like imagine if the snowman, I've been like mentioned, not even seen, mentioned, and then seen the next story.
Wild.
Yeah. It's happened twice.
Oh, Doctor
I'm starting to think it's like old school, like first Doctor type nonsense, but I can't. Mentioned before.
Mm-hmm. Mentioned.
This is a fun one, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
This is not a fun one, and I give up.
Yeah.
It's fun because it's not my question.
Which 2 companions are alluded to? Not even mentioned. Alluded to is how the question is actually.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, so
Go for it.
Go for it. Harry Sullivan is mentioned. Dr. Sullivan is mentioned in Planet of the Spiders. And then, of course, is seen a robot. And at the very end of the Invasion of Time, the Doctor rolls out a box that says K9 Mark II
that's
on
fudging
it.
it. Technically, that's a companion that's right there in a box. Come on.
Well,
that is...
you don't see him, though. You only see the box.
You see the box.
Yeah, this whole question can go to hell.
Literally watched that yesterday.
Season 15 stuff. All right, let's round this thing out. Kat, which are the only 2 stories to credit Nicholas Courtney as the Brigadier? Just the Brigadier.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
This is going to be probably New Who. Maybe? I don't know.
Only 2 stories.
I really would like better questions. That's what I'm going to...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There's a solution to this. We just don't do this ever again.
Oh, Warren hates this now.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't get better
I've always
questions.
hated it.
That would
ever
be
since the first one.
That would be a lack of questions.
I'd be happy just having the initial ones. Like, just give me those all, the whole quiz.
The easy questions.
And
just that, yeah.
I would do much better, I think. I think... I don't know. This is totally out of my wheelhouse. Completely and utterly out of my wheelhouse.
Wouldn't be New Who.
I have a guess. My guess is Battlefield and Modern Undead.
Modern Undead is one of them. The 5 Doctors is the other one.
Oh, okay, so I was on the right track, being like ones where he came back.
As opposed to credited as Lethbridge Stewart or some such.
Exactly. Yeah, Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, I think, is how he was credited throughout his time. Originally on Doctor Who.
Even when he was a colonel.
Even when he was a colonel, they already presaged it. Yeah,
so weird.
All right,
he was thought of before he actually came
in. This brings to an end another edition of Trivia. Mr. Fibuli, Warren's least favorite game, despite finishing second. Warren, Kat finished last with 4. Kat, I've been on podcasts where Kat just cleans through Random Pursuit, getting all sorts of random, unknowable trivia questions right, and yet this is obviously your blind spot, Kat, as Doctor Who. Stick to learning about real life and not Doctor Who, Kat, and you'll do fine.
That's switch to silver screen and we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Erika finished third with 12, Warren with 13, but once again, Chris wins trivia, Mr. Fibuli, with 20. Well done, Chris.
You can't see him, but he is raising the roof in celebration.
Point of order. I would hate this even if I won.
That's the spirit.
Fair.
It's the exercise of the thing that I don't like. Right. The whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
I still take Dolores umbrage with the time.
I know you do, but that's all. All of that is how we play
You know, I've got to tell you, I won't be needing you in my quiz team.
Trivia, Mr. Fibuli. Trivia.
Thought that thing started with trivia, Mr. Fibuli. It did not, but that's fine. We've ended this game, this epic length podcast for Doctor Who Anniversary Weekend. Hope you enjoyed all that. And next week we'll be coming from Chicago TARDIS, so that'll be fun as we return there for the first time since 2019. Can you believe that?
We being you and me.
You and me, yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, pre-COVID. So that's where we'll be reporting from next week in some way, shape, or form. So until next time, I am Stephen in Edmonton.
Warren in Vancouver.
Chris in Edmonton.
Kat in Edmonton.
And Erika in Edmonton.
So long for now.